All right, we are live with another game from week 6 of season 12 of the TTS League. I've got Toast versus Tatan in a winner makes cuts match here. So it's they're both 4-1, and they both really want to make it. Let's see what they don't have their rosters out, so we're gonna let them know we're live, and they're gonna probably pull out the rosters. But with me today on co-commentator is another Top Cut qualifier. He played Spider Foes this season in season 12. I've got Hypernova here. How's it going, man?
Hey, doing well, sir. Good to be here.
Awesome. So, how long have you been playing MCP for?
Uh, Probably about a little over a year, probably, I'd say.
Nice. And how did you like find the hobby or find the game?
Find the game. Well, I was playing a game of 40K at my local game store and was not having too good of a time. And I turned around and there's some guys playing this game. And they said, "Hey, you should come over here and play this game." I said, "Okay, I'll give it a shot." And that's about all she wrote.
Have you played 40K since?
A little bit, every now
Okay.
and then, but not
Ah,
anything consistent.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of similar to me. That's the hobby that's the game that got me into this hobby. So
Yep.
we have Toast has loaded his roster up. Looks like he's got a Web Warrior Defender.
Yeah, looks like a web fender.
Looks yeah, Web Fender, and then let's see here,
Tatan's probably playing Sam if I had to guess.
and then yeah, we've got splashes. Oh, he mixed up his roster maybe. Either way, he's got his roster out here. Web Fender, and we've got let's see, three D-shaped secures, pretty straightforward with spider people, and then we've got paranoia, spider infected cubes, high scoring, spread out missions. I mean, it seems like he's probably going to be playing the web warriors unless he has to fight. He might pivot to a defender list. Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
that
He's
would
already
make
chosen
sense.
his symbol as a web warrior, so you kind of
That's a
know.
spoiler right there.
Yeah.
Giving it away.
And we have looks like we've got a Sam Avengers, and yeah, we've got Sam Avengers here with Black Bolt as a splash. That's pretty cool. I like
Ooh,
that.
that's neat.
And we're seeing Beta Ray Bill, of course, and Crimson Dynamo on both sides. So you know it's one of my streams, right? We've got
Classic stream. Yep.
yeah, it's got classic Lucas stream. We've got a priority roll. So Toast has
Does
got
indeed.
two, and Tatan is rolling.
Let's see how it goes. Ooh,
Ooh, Toast wins this, right? I
yes,
think.
I believe that goes to Toast.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Wow, that's pretty close though. Okay, let's see who wins or what he decides to do with the cards here. He's looking. I'm sure he's looking at the cards. Infinity, Ride Spark, and Scoundrels. Those seem like great missions for um the spiders as well. I think we're gonna
Yep, they
see
seem
an
like.
extract pick for Toast here because he can live with these secures and he has got high scoring extracts, whereas Titan has lower scoring extracts compared.
I think you're correct. That's probably what I'll place my money on.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, they're both probably fine too. Like even like if you get Montesi here, that's great for you too, right? You get the middle with a grab, and then you're up 2-1 each round. If you maintain that extract lead. Same with Legacy's harder, right? You'll need two secures. Yeah, we have a secure pick for our Toast side. We've got spider portals and hammers. So he probably was favoring having a D shape scenario over his higher extracts, and he lucks out by getting the faster scoring of Titan's three.
Yeah. Looks
Um,
like we're playing 18.
I was just gonna ask you, what threat do you think they're gonna play?
uh, hmm. If I had to
Yeah.
guess, I'd probably go with 18.
Yeah, that's probably a safe bet. All right, so it's funny because I told them to tab which threat they're going to play at.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and so what do you think? What do you think we're going to see from either player here?
Ooh. I mean, definitely webs from Toast side. Would not be surprised to see a darn Spider-Man or two or
Yeah,
three.
Peter Parker. I mean, we're probably. You think we're going to see Peter Parker here ASM?
I would think so because I don't think Tatan is going to be super murdery, at least on this setup. But then again, it is hammers, so
Yeah,
he
it's
may favor the
interesting.
reroll.
It's interesting because let's see, I'm looking at like fast moving characters on Tatan's side, right? He's got Sam and Widow, and Voodoo and Bill are like the fastest characters on his team
Mhm.
because they've got like the last two have medium base and medium move. So the problem is that Widow and Voodoo both have 2 energy defense, so they're rolling only 2 dice to try to
Oh,
flip the
yep.
secure. So I think that there's an advantage here for from Toast, because the options that Tatan has aren't like optimized for spider portals. I think he would have
Yeah, I think
he would
that
have
Toast may have seen the lack of super mobile characters on Tatan's side.
Yeah, and that's why he probably went with the D shape, is that he could probably work with that. This also does help him if he wants to go with the ASM leadership, right? Putting slow on Widow and Sam is obviously much more impactful than putting a slow on, well, I mean, like a character like Hulk, right?
Yeah, even slow Bill. That hurts Bill a lot.
Yeah, that does hurt him a
Even
lot. He won't be able to do it. He'll basically in the right situations. This is basically like a stagger, right? You hit him with the slow
yeah.
and then you rotate. It's could be brutal. So Toast is probably going to try to leverage the an extract lead with a steal, probably a steal or
Mhm,
two in his list to try to get the extract lead.
mhm.
Um, yeah, we're probably going to see like a parity 2-2 hammer split. Let's see what happens on portals, but we're going to see. I'm sure we'll see Toast try to steal an extract and take the lead, and then just out rotate his opponent, maybe with ASM leadership. Depends on does he. The question really is like, do you think you need that extra reroll on defense, or to be extra tanky? Like ASM being able to reroll skulls is obviously very valuable.
Mhm.
These are questions that Toast is going to probably
Yeah, full defensive rerolls and then one additional reroll seems pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it is good too. Yeah, being able to reroll that skull. So it's hard to say what Tatan is going to bring here. I think that my mind goes to like you are in a you have to play the attrition matchup a little more than the webs, because
Yep.
they're going to play scenario. They're going to play probably all in on scenario, I would imagine, and so you have to pick characters that can like pull their weight here. I'm a little nervous because like I see characters that can punch hard, but they also are going to cost a lot to bring to the table.
Yep. See
And
that
yeah,
Hulk, the Black Bolt,
yeah,
and not sure how good. Do you think we'll see a Hulk?
I don't know. We I don't know. I would say no, probably not, but I can see like the reason why you would bring him, which is because you do recognize you have to play the attrition game, and Um, Hulk would let you do that. He would let you.
True.
I maybe like with good dice, obviously, he would be able to take out a web warrior, or two or something like that. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. So 5 white Hulk might be fine. That's what Cookie's saying. Yeah. So there you go. There's
Yeah,
it's not.
could be. Just do
Yeah,
that
you're
thing with
playing
the
against
five.
web, so you can't. I don't think you like. I think like trying to play scenario with Black Widow and Voodoo on pay to flips. Like you probably have to bring Voodoo here for the extract counter plays, but it doesn't feel good to be rolling 2 energy dice.
No, it does
So
not.
yeah, I think, and this is like one of the reasons why I flipped to Spider Woman. So I've been playing pay to flip. Steve Avengers pay to flips is kind of like what I've been trying to do because
Mhm.
of Ghost Rider. I don't want to deal with Cosmic Ghost Rider. So by playing pay to flips, maybe in a matchup, I he wouldn't they wouldn't put him down on the as a squad, right, on a pay to
Yeah,
flip. And
that
Spider
makes sense.
Woman
But
is strong in that area.
she is. She's a great model. Definitely a little underrated, but she's great. Um, the terrain there is a it's pretty light. It's only 26 points of terrain. Yeah, so not much to be thrown around this game.
Yeah. Let's see. Web Warriors don't have very many terrain throws, right? Don't do they have any? But yeah, I mean, if we see Hulk, I'm sure we'll see a couple
Yeah,
of things thrown, but um, there is nothing like Web Warriors don't have any issues with mobility and terrain, right? They just go right over it typically.
yep.
So, and but like even just looking at the lanes around the objectives, you're not seeing too many things to get in the way. So
Looks pretty clear, yeah.
yeah, this is I feel like this is going to be a very positional heavy game because both teams obviously didn't bring like the like the strongest dice rolling.
Yeah.
This isn't like Guardians versus Inhumans or something like that on Demons. Right? It's a little different than my last
Yeah, it
stream, which
is.
was like I think it was Gamma Hammers and Defenders versus Inhumans. It's not going to be
Not
like that
Defenders.
stream.
Yeah, that's time to roll some dice, baby.
Yeah.
But
So
no,
let's
they're
see.
both. I haven't got to see Toast play, but I'm sure he's made it this far. He's got to know what he's doing, right?
Yeah. To go 4-1 is not an easy feat. Just to play in this last this match here, um, is there's lots of you have to get a little lucky, play well as well, all these things, and but you made it.
Absolutely.
You went 5-0, so you got to take 2 weeks off because it didn't
Yeah,
matter.
this past week I was not stressed.
Yeah,
Felt good.
nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah. So this is so is this the first season you've played in, or did you play in a previous season?
I've played in two previously.
Okay.
Um, I think I went 3-3 my first season, and then last season I lost my first game and then won five in a row. So I went to cuts last season.
Oh shoot, you went to
Um,
cuts last season too. Wow, you're on a hot streak now.
yeah, I guess so. But no, I made it to cuts last season just to lose my first game. But
Ah,
that I did learn that was one of my first actual games into a really good kingpin player. So the knowledge I gained in that match I used during the season. So I can't complain.
yeah, nice. What was that? Was that against Rain? Because I know Rain was
No, it was Polar, I think.
sorry, it was against
Or
who?
Polar?
Okay, yeah,
Polar?
okay, gotcha, yeah. Yeah,
But I'm also
because I was asking just because you did play against Rain
I did.
in Rain your qualifying match, and that was quite the exciting game. I thought that the Mysterio pick on a D shape was like
Hey,
you
that's
were
my favorite
throwing. I
man,
thought you
right?
were throwing, and it turns out he was like an all star in that match. It was pretty
Yeah,
cool to
he's
see.
great. Um, yeah, it's weird playing in like this environment, other places that you don't see like Mysterio um, played more. There's me and another guy locally love that model and use him all the time. So all of our locals fear the fishbowl, but just trying to spread that around. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really cool. It was really I liked how you were the mission objective, like you were playing around Rhino's ability to steal really
And
well with that mission objective setup or
you know
protection.
who I learned that from? Mr. Tatan here.
Oh yeah. How did you learn that? Or were you watching a game where he was doing something like
No,
that?
we played. You streamed our
Okay,
when
okay.
he and I played, and
He did it to
he
you?
he did it to me. I had Rhino, and he kept the bubble like almost the whole time. And I'm like, dang, this is rough. And then I was like, this is good. I might try and do something similar. So that's where I learned it from is this guy right here. So
Nice.
credits
Yeah,
to
that's
him.
awesome. Let's see what happens here. He's got to protect from other steals now. These ones they can just I mean, I
Yeah.
guess Black Cat can rip it right off you and but the
Yep.
other
The only
ones like Spider Woman and Miles, they do drop it. So mission objective is like a uh, is an option. The only challenge is like, and you played this really well, right? Where D shapes you typically spread out, but your
yes.
tactic to basically abandon one side it forced Rain to play 4 points down basically, right? He had one character of Daredevil just earning one VP a round, which is typically not enough for
Mhm.
your four threat to accomplish. And you
Yep.
just
And
rotated all your characters onto two secures and played that really well. So it was nice.
yeah, that was another important key to that was that there was an odd number of extract tokens. So I was able to get one more than Rain was able to hold, and that allowed me to be able to just abandon the one side.
Yeah,
Um, but sometimes you just gotta control one side of the board, and we might see something like that here, or we may see a continuous circle around the map. That's probably what I'm predicting.
Yeah, it really it depends on what happens here. Like I mean, I would imagine we're gonna see both players scoop up their two hammers like within a reasonable amount of time, and we could easily see a 4-4 tie here with each side controlling a flank with the hammers.
Now
So
it's time to
yeah,
see these Web Warrior Spider Portals rolled after watching
Crunch. Oh, so Nova.
Connor's game. Yes, what's up?
If you have my Twitch open, you could check out the chat in real time. But we have a Crunstall asking what your plan is against CGR.
Oh, that is a good question. Roll better, I guess. Which I'm just kidding. But I have not got to play against him this season, so
I guess we'll find
um,
out when we watch a game.
I
That's
guess we'll
that's your
find out
answer,
when I
right?
when I improvise on the fly. Um,
We have the rosters out
ooh,
here. So we've got Tatan, or sorry, it's Toast. He's playing ASM, Ghost Spider, Spider Woman. We've got Black Cat, and we have Miles. We've got Fallback, Brace, all webbed up. Mission objective, Spider Tracker. Pretty straightforward. I mean, this is a great spider list. And we've got an Avengers team: Sam, Luke Cage, Iron Man, Voodoo, and Black Bolt. All right, and we've got Brace, Helios, Avengers Assemble, Heroes for Hire, Mission Objective. All right, there we go. What do you think of the match, Hypernova?
oh, the website that is about what expected to see some fast models and a couple of steals, or more than a couple steals, a few. And we get to see the Black Bolt in action.
Yeah,
Really interesting to
this
see
will
how
be
that goes.
cool. The
Um, but Sam, Cage, Iron Man, Voodoo, and Black Bolt. I mean, he's what is Black Bolt? He's got 4 energy defense. Okay, so he could be good for these. Um, yeah, he's got to have a plan, I'd assume. Um, I
Yeah,
presume we
I think
see.
he's gonna try to win attrition on Black Bolt's side here. He hits really hard,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And and then he's going to let's see. Well, he's putting Voodoo down in the middle here, so he's gonna be able to react with Voodoo to some degree, or actually
yeah.
he could activate Voodoo last on the round and just put him in a spot where on the side of the board where Toast has brought two of his hammers on,
Yep.
putting him in a position to potentially steal on turn 2 or turn 3. And so it's really like I think Toast is probably going to wait until he last possible opportunity to deploy ASM so that he minimizes the telegraphing he is doing as to which hammer he intends to grab. ASM has the ability to grab a hammer off the midline in a single move action, allowing him to move a second time um, if he and like rotate if he needs to. What do you think about the play of using ASM to move forward once, rolling on the portal to see if you get a crit, and then picking up the hammer?
Oh,
Is
okay.
that too risky? It's probably too risky.
That's that's a baller move right there. I think he has to do it.
I don't. I think that would be um that would
Give
be
him
a little
style
too
points, that's
dangerous.
for
Maybe I
sure.
think you have to just play it without
I think he can guarantee a
style
point. Yes,
points.
so that'd be cool.
There would be style points involved. Yes, that's
Um,
but
and then I guess we see, if I had to guess, probably Iron Man going for a side hammer.
yeah.
It's probably the one who'd like it the most, and that's what he did in our game. So he sent Iron Man up to the midline. So that's my guess there.
Yeah, I mean that makes
Um,
sense. He's tough. He's has damage reduction. You
mhm.
don't really want to power Iron Man up because he just like fuel for Helios and
Does he
his
have? He does
extra
have
dice.
Helios.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's bringing Helios, so
Nice.
that's pretty interesting. We'll see. We've got the problem that I'm seeing here is that the Web Warriors have three characters with stealth, so
Yep, that's gonna be rough.
yeah, it's gonna be a challenge for him to be able to get it off. But that's yeah, I won't be surprised to see Iron Man deploy on the probably like the bottom hammer here. Yeah, here we go.
Do you think since we have Felicia on this one side that we'll see ASM on the other?
Yeah, I don't really know. I wish I don't play Web Warriors enough to like know like what the thinking is here, but
Mhm.
it would. I mean, it would make sense to put. Man, they're all so fast, right? ASM, Gwen, Spider Woman,
He's
Black Cat are
oh,
all long movers.
oh, yep.
So it doesn't really matter too much where they're deployed. They can rotate. Every single character here can get to at least 2 points. Gwen could hit 3 points. And so that's really where the flexibility comes in. Um, I think that I would have liked to see Spider Woman deploy beside Gwen
Mhm.
because in that position she could have also got to all 3 points on the map. Whereas in now she can only get to two, and I don't see a world where Spider Woman is doing anything other than double moving on an activation anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like she's not going to move an attack this round. I doubt. I very much doubt it. Unless, of course, you hit like a skull on a portal and it pushes you closer to the
True.
Web Warriors. But they don't want to attack very much anyway. They'd rather just like ignore
Yeah.
you and pretend you don't exist and just win points. So that's the only thing I could see. But I mean, both players have played. I'm sure are experienced enough to know the general idea of and strategies behind deployment. So I'm sure there's a thought behind why you want to put Spider Woman there. So
And I believe another funny move that ASM could do, probably won't do it this game, but he could theoretically double move down the middle and take the far spider portal.
right, right, yeah, that would be that'd be pretty funny
That
if
would
he
be
just like
that would be a
stole.
bold move.
Yeah,
But
there's
yeah,
that's I wish I mean that's I've never seen a play like that, but it's like you have to keep that in the back of your mind, I guess. And I think the voodoo kind of
shuts that down. Yeah,
yeah, it really shuts that down in all likelihood.
yeah, we do see ASM towards the north side of the board.
Yep, nice call. The yeah, this is a situation where like if he puts too many characters on one side, then the you might Toast might just ignore that side and only like go to interact on that portal as soon as Tatan is overcommitted like or like has started chasing, and then you're playing like merry-go-round with the
Yeah.
spiders.
Do you think we could see maybe Toast just keeping parity for a few rounds and then just stealing and then stealing one, then hauling off? I could see
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
I think we're gonna see the extract parity on this round, and like the one thing that's interesting though is that because his characters are so fast, we could very much likely see a extract roll.
Oh,
What do
he's
we have
using
here?
Miles'
Oh,
leadership.
he's using Miles leadership. Okay, good to know. All
And
right, so
ASM did move up and grab that hammer.
um, yeah, so then I think we're gonna see Toast attempt to go three to one on the secures
Hmm.
while maintaining two on the skulls. I mean, sorry, two on the hammers, 2-2. I think
Hmm.
as soon as you see that, if you get one player that has an advantage, they're going to try to. I mean, they're obviously going to capitalize on it, but especially the Webs player. Like as soon as if they're up by one VP or two VPs, if you have a swing like a two VP swing or whatever. I mean, you just basically just play the rotating game and you play keep away,
Absolutely.
and you just win out over that small advantage. You just carry it through the rest of the game.
Absolutely. All right, so first activation for the web's done. Hammer and backed up.
Yeah, so let's
Sounds
see if you were
perfectly
right
reasonable.
about the Iron Man play. It seems pretty likely.
I mean, he does have his bodyguard in Black Bolt over there. You can move him
Yeah,
up second.
we'll have to keep in mind the hammer tax for all these tactic
Yep.
cards here. These cards are all, for the most part, they're cards that usually get played like every game, right? So we're gonna see.
Absolutely. Ooh.
So you're probably gonna see most of them get played. So we need to make sure we don't miss that hammer tax.
Absolutely.
Ooh, look at that,
We got
pretty
the Black Bolt.
spicy.
Yeah, I like it. 7 dice
He's got
is
two power
Pierce.
though, right? So that I think the thinking here is he can interact
Ah.
twice, and it can make Black Cat rolling for that much harder. She'd have to roll over Black Bolt.
Yeah,
So
I
I,
like it.
I, I like the pick here. That extra power that he gets now
Getting
is
even
actually as
clearer.
impactful on this mission. I think that now thinking about it, it's the right call, right? You've got the 4 energy defense on Black Bolt.
Hmm.
So
Absolutely. Smart play. I knew he had a plan.
yeah, there we go. Let's see. Is he going to pay the next power for the portal? I mean, I would. Let's see if he does.
I'm not sure how bad the teleport would be if he rolled the skull. Um, I think the worst that happens is Spider Woman, if he wants to, gets an attack in, but I don't know if that's even something he needs.
Yeah. Oh, so he's opting not to risk it. So basically, he's just bodyguarding the. He's just guarding the portal, making it less. He's making it less optimal for Toast to go and try to flip over Black Bolt.
Yep. I could
That's totally reasonable.
totally see an Iron Man going over there.
Yeah. Next
Take.
turn, just like taking it, and then there's no way to get it. Basically.
She'd have to roll extremely hot, but there is a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah. That's fair. There would be a chance, but it's like that'd be like a desperation, right? You're kind of doing it out of desperation. Schmid says, "Holy crap! No Bill, CGR, or Dynamo." Yeah, sorry, I've changed the stream name now. It's no longer my stream; it's Hypernova stream.
Hey,
We get wholesome MCP.
that's what we're here for, baby. Let's go.
Utility cookies saying, "Man, hammer attacks and pay to flip rough on Helios." Yeah, it's I agree. It's Helios. There's no like optimal. There's no target that's like, oh, I definitely want to Helios them either, right?
I
Like
mean,
then,
there's always the ASM might need to get bug zapped at some point.
yeah, yeah. That the stealth too makes it the D shape. Like there's so many reasons why it's gonna be a challenge to play. But you know what? There is yeah. Utility cookie is right about the hammer attacks on Helios, but maybe you don't need to throw a 20 dice Helios, right? Maybe you only need a 10
Huh?
dicer, and so
And
maybe
it's
yeah,
always a good just backup plan, something to keep in your back pocket if, it comes around where you need to kill something.
yeah.
There you go.
So let's see if it gets played here.
Ooh.
I'm worried that it wouldn't, but all right. So we've got a measuring from Tatan, seeing if Spider Woman can reach the backhammer. And no, I think that the you would need to be like exactly um, behind your D shape secure or extract to be able to interact with the home one with a small base, long moving character.
Mhm.
So this is just like something that doesn't Titan wouldn't need to measure if he like just like with experience you learn that you could do it. Like you could do it if you're dead center deployed. You move dead center towards the opposite
I don't know.
extract,
Can a
and
small base long mover make that?
you can, but it's you have to move perfectly. The window
Okay.
is millimeters. If you are off by a millimeter or two, you
You don't make
don't make it. But I would never expect um, you should never expect to make it in real life unless you know the mats are smaller than they should be or something like that.
it.
But yeah, like it's the kind of movement that like I would have to have a high degree of precision that in real life like never has.
We're getting
So
a portal roll
let's see
from
if we got.
Cage.
I would it seems reasonable. That's why he's the.
He's
Let's see if he's rolling.
doing it.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Can Cage take it? Yeah, looks like easy flying colors.
nice. With Krunstall says with Stark Armory coming out, do you think Helios still sees play?
Oh,
Yeah,
I definitely think it does. I think they're probably different case uses, I guess. Um, but if you're playing a wide team, Stark Armory could turn out a lot
yeah,
of extra dice.
yeah. That's it's cool too, and it costs obviously a lot less. Yeah, and the wider you go, the better Stark Armory is. So I mean, I can see why that Vince Kirchhoff, who's a big Shield player, is like
Yeah.
loves the card. Right? I saw his video breakdown of his new list,
Yep.
and yeah,
Did
and
he
that makes a lot of sense.
did he have Helios and Stark Armory in the list?
Oh shoot, I don't remember. I think so, but
I
I think
think
it was his
yeah, I think
10th. I
so,
think it
yeah.
was his 10th card or something. He's basically like
Okay.
on the verge of cutting it. If would you take both in your 10? Well, I mean, there you go. I think that
I
answered your
think he would.
question. I think if you plan on going like wide every game, then it's definitely an option. they're both they serve different purposes, right? You got the extra dice is great, but sometimes you just need a kaiju model to just flip.
Yep. I think in Shield, Helios definitely stays. It helps them out a ton. But so does Stark Armory.
Yeah,
So
they're
maybe you
they're
take
both.
both.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting. One like
All the dead.
yeah.
Just all the murder.
Yeah, the Stark Armory is great. It adds an extra attack die, right? And is that it?
Yep.
I think that's all it does. But within Iron Man, and he can pay for it. I believe it's active. I don't remember what the timing on it, but man, I just look at that card, and then I look at the Galaxy's Greatest with the big dumb hero token, and I'm
Huh?
just like,
Yep.
my God, that card is so dumb.
Yep.
Oh, that card is really freaking good. They get to
Yeah,
extra
it's great.
dice on attack and defense for the whole game. Oh man.
Yeah. Those Guardians, man. Okay, got the Miles. Let's see if the Web Warriors guaranteed rolls
Yeah, the
make it in this
guaranteed. Yeah,
game.
it's a guarantee here for sure.
That's a guarantee for Miles. Definitely, definitely gonna make it. Oh,
Ooh, look at
he's
that.
got it.
You unless there's a CGR on the table, right? If there's a CGR on the table and you roll that pay to flip, you double blank and skull. Of
Yep.
course,
If there's
that's
a
just how
CGR, it's not guaranteed,
that's
but
how it
everything
works.
else.
Yeah.
Yep. That's funny.
All right, so let's see what Tatan does. Yeah, but I think you're right. I think the play. I mean, it's pretty straightforward here. You roll Iron Man on the
I mean,
portal.
maybe is there a case for going with Iron Man last? Because Black Cat's, most likely going to come up there and roll for the point.
Yeah, I
And
think that I'd rather like I think that putting Iron Man on it, oh, it's tricky, right? Because it's like you roll one success and a skull, and now Black Cat has a 50-50 for getting it.
that is true.
So it's a little trickier, but it comes down to a 50-50. Maybe you do save. See, I guess the answer is you probably well look at the Web Warriors. We're gonna have Spider Woman or Black Cat will rotate to the center portal, right, and flip it. That's
Absolutely.
what will happen. And so, um, you can if they roll, so they need to roll a hit and no skull. And so it's better if Iron Man goes after that, after the character tries to flip it, because if they roll hit skull, now you've got an open portal.
Yeah, open point. Yep.
So I think the math is better if you go with Iron Man last, but um, I don't. I mean, it'll probably all work out, and I'm not even certain on that math. That's just like what my gut is telling me is
Mhm.
that it's better to go after. But let's see what he does.
Looks like he's leaning with the Iron Man. He's doing it.
Another reason to maybe go with Iron Man later would be because he has already activated all the characters on Sam's flank already. So
Ah, yep,
Sam
that's
isn't
true.
going to be hit by any sort of retaliatory um, clapbacks this round, and so you could whereas Iron Man, like let's say if he hits that skull, like maybe Black Cat moves and attacks him and generates enough power to steal next round. Like that's a possibility. Like it opens up that decision
Hmm.
to being like Toast would it present that decision to Toast and he could make the
All right.
call. Oh, but look at
Oh,
that.
zapped.
Yeah, look at that. That's a hot roll
Let's go,
here.
Tony. He's huge.
Yeah, coming up big there with not being off the portal here. So he it means I wouldn't even bother if I was Toast. You would just be setting
Oh,
up a character to get roasted by Black Bolt.
I think I think I'd send Black Cat up there personally. Um,
Would you really?
and
Dude,
yeah,
that's
I mean,
bold.
if she, I mean, if they decide to shoot Black Cat, that will put the power to do the steal,
Yeah,
and she's a lot tankier than you would think nowadays. But I
right,
also
yeah.
just like being super bold with my Black Cat. So
Yeah, I mean I can see it. Like you do get you already have priority.
mhm,
So um the thing is that you have an opening round next turn you're
yep,
you're
that is true.
opening, so you'll have two power when you start.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, I
That's a
don't know,
good
maybe
point.
it's too slow. Maybe if they got maybe if they got to go first, and then by killing Black Cat, they're giving you priority for next round so that you can steal it right away. I don't know, like
I think
there's,
that would work better. Yeah.
but
Um,
we have a rotation.
yeah, I think we might just see Toast completely just avoid Black Bolt.
Yeah, that makes sense. His
Ooh,
action economy,
Cat
does he
does
get it?
not make
Oh
it.
man, oh look at that. We spoke too soon. Is there a Ghost Rider around here? Quick, look under the table.
I
Oh, that's yeah, that's she does have stealth, so she's gonna be fine. Um, but this is like, so let's say she did get it, because like you kind of have to go run on that assumption. And Spider Woman, this is like what I was saying. Oh, we've got a disconnect from Hypernova. So anyway, he'll join in a second. And so the what I was saying about Spider Woman is that you've put her here where you could have put her in the middle of the board, and that would have let her pivot to where Miles is. Now Sam could do a 50-50 roll on this and end up with the the secure lead, um, which is a problem. It could be a problem for Toast. Let's see how he handles it. And yeah. All right. So we have. It looks like Voodoo is going to probably go down. Maybe go down the middle here, or he's looking. Maybe he's looking to see the thread. Tatan is measuring.
Hello, hello.
Hey, you're back.
I'm back. My internet just decided to say, "See ya, chump."
All right. Well, you didn't miss too much. Black Cat just got pushed backwards. I'm sure you're joining the
Okay.
game room again.
Yes, I am working on it.
All right, cool. Yeah, nothing crazy happened, but I was saying to the audience that, like I mentioned at the beginning of the deployment, Spider Woman not being in the center of the board means that her flexibility on where she can pivot to could
Absolutely.
have potentially been limited. Now, it ends up that Spider Woman will probably just roll this back portal for Toast, and then rotate towards the northern side of the board.
Mhm.
But if Black Cat did hit the portal, then Spider Woman would have been in a suboptimal position, because she wouldn't have been able to meet with Miles on the top half, preventing Sam from being able to roll over Miles, because Sam could just double move and roll over Miles if he wanted to.
True.
We've got
True.
Voodoo. Voodoo picked up a hammer, and it looks like he's just hanging out on the back point, and
All right, I'm back.
he's just trying to stay away from ASM. Is looking like the measurement here. He's also within 3 of Luke Cage, so Luke Cage could hopefully protect him with a Heroes for Hire if Voodoo gets enough power to play the card. He will need 3 power now because of the hammer.
Well, that is true. Um, but no, we mentioned CGR and Black Cat got teleported. My internet got teleported. That's how it happens.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. One skull roll, and then everything shuts off.
Everything shuts off. Oh no, was that
Oh wait.
Spider
Oh,
Woman?
hold on. Oh my gosh, it was the same dice. Oh my gosh, that's not. Oh, the poor spider players. All they want to do is just run around and
Yeah, do all their guaranteed stuff, right?
yeah. Look at the yeah. That's right. The the uh, you must be loving this as a Spider-Foe player.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Those silly spiders. Yuck.
Yeah, trying to roll these spider portals. Let's see what the card says
Ah,
here.
allergic to these
There's
spider
no
people.
flavor text on the mission cards. That'd be a nice little ad, but portals overrun city with spider people. Yeah,
The spider people are just whopping them in the face.
yeah, yeah. It looks like oh, that's well. He has a second activation or a second move action with Spider Woman, so of course just rolling on. I mean, just moving to the point again to flip it in the future is probably the way to go.
Yeah, going down a point here is huge. Because now all Tatan has to do is just stay on his side, keep his points.
Sorry, I missed that. I was talking with my wife.
No worries. I was just saying that Spider Woman missing that point is huge because now most like Toast is going to have to come towards Tatan.
Yeah. I would like now that seeing this, it's do you even put Sam in danger now? You're up 4-3. Um
I think you
ooh,
make Toast come to you.
yeah. It seems like getting that extra VP doesn't matter, right? If you win by one VP or you win by two VPs, you win. So
Yeah,
there's no
one.
point in putting Sam in danger on Miles's side.
Yeah, a one VP, like a win by one VP is a win. Like one
Yeah,
VP is all the difference.
and not giving Miles access to an attack as a on round one means that he is very limited as to what he can do on round two. Right, he has no way to gain that
Yep.
extra power for the web swing. So in all likelihood, Miles is just double walking next round. And so he is not. We might see Tatan just ignore Miles as much as possible, right? And if,
Yeah,
if,
I
if
mean,
Miles has to roll a
might have
point, it
to
means that
loop back around.
means the next round he's also not doing anything. Okay. I think that was that turn really worked out for Tatan here, and
Yeah.
he's doing your strategy. Look at that.
Yep. Hunkering
Um,
down.
I
Get the
like
point
how
lead.
Toast didn't commit any models. Like they're all in the middle here still, so he can like rotate them and get to where he needs to be quicker. But yeah, he's that missing that portal.
I
Um,
do like how Tatan has his, again, his forces also split. He's got Sam and Cage right there in the middle. So whichever portal Toast wants to go to, he's got models there.
okay, so for the third time, we're gonna see if we get a portal flip here.
Guaranteed, baby.
Yeah, there it
There it
is.
is.
She's got another move, so it's I wonder where she's gonna go. If she stays in the portal, she's like defending it, but um, it'll be interesting to see what he does with Black Cat.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't expect Tatan to come to your home portal, so maybe you move her up a little outside all the threat ranges, but far enough forward to where she can do something next turn.
Yeah, looks like that's what he's thinking. Putting her in cover. Yeah, there we go. So they're doing a quick discussion. Like you don't think about these terrain discussions when you are playing when you're
Yeah, they're probably asking about
before you
the
play.
forklift.
Yeah, do the
I
forks matter?
mean, it's outlining the terrain, so I'd probably
Yeah,
say so.
I'd say so too. I usually like to just go by the shadow, basically.
Yep,
That's just like the pretty safe way to go about it. If
I
you
agree.
when you lift up your base creates a shadow as well. So if the shadow of your base can be seen on the player mat, that's when I say you can't place your model there. It's overlap. It's not fully on the piece of terrain.
Yep, that makes sense.
But I mean, there's a discussion to be had too. Like I could have lived in the world where the forks didn't matter. Like
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
flexibility there.
But that's also another thing you don't think about to talk about before the game starts. Like it's hard
Yeah.
to notice that one little thing until it comes up.
Yeah, unless you make like an effort to discuss it, it's something that easily gets missed. But
What do you think we see for Tatan's first activation?
well, I think he's probably just gonna play it pretty passively.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, you might see just like a charge from Sam into a character and then pull back, but like there's really nothing.
I mean, yeah, a push
There's
into any of those guys would definitely hurt.
He's gonna pass on Luke Cage. There we go. That's totally
Yeah,
reasonable. I was just gonna say there's like no move to make. There's no good move here. You're already winning. So just hold the line. Ooh, it's like not great for Gwen here. She does have a hammer, so it's like if you go into Voodoo, Voodoo could take your hammer from you. ASM has the hammer too, right? It's a little risky
Yeah.
to go into
Hammer time, I guess, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you use. Maybe you do a Miles activation, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you just like send him to die though? I don't know. It's
Yeah, I don't
risky.
know. I don't know what you do. I guess there are
Yeah, and
spot whenever you
you not
decide to
having
do that.
last activation here is just like is a real challenge. I think maybe like you kind of just have to send a character. You kind this I can understand why Toast is hesitating to activate because he
Absolutely.
is like there is no good option here, and you have to push into the team
Yep.
in some way to break because you're below points right now.
You got to find a way to break the shell. I'm sure he's cooking up something.
Oh, we've got Hypernova lost his internet again. That's okay. Well, he'll get it. He'll come back. Oh, are you back?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on,
All
but we're
right,
here.
we're here. We're good. It's all. Guess what? Nothing has happened. So let's see. Yeah, this is a good call out here. I think that if he does go with Miles, it's basically like um, he just wants to get him in the action. Like Miles, he might be in a situation where it's like, all right, daze my Miles. Next turn, I'll take your hammer, and
Yeah.
like
I
that
mean,
might you might be in a situation like that where you're like losing a character now, but you're gonna use the power gained from all of the damage you took
so
uh,
maybe you
to
don't even
impact the
hit
board.
Miles. But
Yeah, yeah.
we got a Spider Woman move. Mm, risky business.
Yep. I mean, you kind of it's like you have to do something like this to
Yep.
put the pressure to like flip the pressure on the other side, and so yeah, it's
Absolutely.
you got to risk it here. Uh, let's see what we get.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh man,
No,
nothing.
but no skull. So could have
Yeah.
been worse.
Yes, yeah, it could have been worse. That's for sure. All right, so now basically you get start activating and attacking models because now he has to basically start doing that with the rest of his models as well.
And I think Spider Woman was the one model that could threaten the bottom spider portal.
Yeah,
So I think you're definitely a little bit more free with Iron Man or Black Bolt here.
yeah, that makes sense. Tatan also not wanting to do anything. Maybe you just like put Tony in a spot where he's protecting the secure.
Maybe a little
Uh,
body blocking.
yeah, he's yeah. There's
Yeah, ASM could probably make it. That man's fast.
yeah, and I think that's probably why you're gonna see Black Bolt or Voodoo activate last, so that
Yep.
uh, ASM basically limits what he can do. But I think that ultimately you have to activate one of them before ASM goes, right? Either Voodoo will have activated or Black Bolt will have activated by the time your last activation happens. On from Toast's perspective, so ASM could just double walk to whichever portal has has already been activated on or has no one left here, and so
Absolutely.
that we might see something like that happen. Because neither character can like do get uh, an attack off and reach the other portal to react to ASM flipping it.
Mhm.
They either have to double walk or they have to move and attack and are probably on neither point. So looks like so I mean this seems like a good call from Tatan. He's going to move Iron Man up. He's looking like he's going to move Iron Man up onto the portal, but within 3 of Luke Cage, in order to have the Heroes for Hire ability online. I think it's reasonable. The thing is with webs though
Yeah.
is that ultimately webs don't want to attack you at all. So it's like this heroes for hire
I mean, ASM with a
might not
hammer
matter.
could do a web swing and a hammer could do some damage.
Yeah, that is true. The problem is that you like to get the you need to get the roll. You can't have everything here with ASM on this turn.
Yep,
You need to get to the
that's true.
port. You need to roll over on the secure probably. Um, like the only time to get the trigger is when there's two characters within two of each other.
Yep.
So let's see what
Um,
Black Bolt. Let's see how he treats Black Bolt in the situation. See if he and let's see how
I think
they
you
both
definitely
react.
keep. I mean, if Spider-Man wants to come over here and roll for this point, that'd be that'd be a good play for Black Bolt. React to that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah,
interesting because uh it really matters who Tatan activates last. I think that Toast is probably going to look at a I would imagine Black Bolt's going to activate last, or he could very likely be the one that activates last. In which case, ASM could be positioned in a spot that body blocks Black Bolt from being able to double walk flip, so he's forced into starting attacking the Web Warrior characters. And yeah, it's pretty interesting here, uh, because if he doesn't do that, ASM like the reason I say that is because Black Bolt has 4 energy. So wherever ASM
yeah.
goes, if he activates him last, that's where um, that's the other character will have to roll over ASM to maintain parity here, right? Because Tatan doesn't
Yeah.
have the ability to rotate as quickly, or if he rotates Sam, for example, onto the back portal, um, we I don't know we might see we I don't know. Like that might we might have
Yeah.
ASM punish Sam for that. But
Looks like we're getting a
yeah,
impact webbing
yeah,
into Iron Man.
this is the perfect time to do it. Iron Man only has 1 power, so we cannot heroes for hire this onto Luke Cage or anything like that. There's no way to stop this from happening.
Yep.
It will generate enough power to pull him off the secure if he wants to.
Let's see if he gets that. This is the wild. I mean, guaranteed push here. Looks like 2 into 2.
All right. So no power for Iron Man. I don't. I think Toast like maybe Toast thinks that's a good thing. Probably right. You're
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're looking to actually hurt Iron Man.
Ben says, "Oh man, we're here for the slaps." Well, you tuned into the wrong stream, buddy. This is anti-slap edition here of MCP. This is position heavy game is what we're looking at seeing. So yeah, it's a little different.
Looks like we might see a walk-in zap into Gwen here.
Oh wait, hold on. Is Gwen stuck there? Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah, she stopped.
yeah, right. That's right. She can't move back. I mixed up the ability to the
Her like builder and
her
walk.
yeah her like walk
Yeah,
pull in builder attack like and then attack and then move back or something. I mixed that up. But
and that crazy Gwen stuff. Yeah,
so she's basically she's decided not to pull Tony off. So she was hoping for the wild. Whoa, hold on,
yeah.
what's going on here?
So she was supposed to be in range 4 because
Oh,
that's the
gotcha.
attack that she did, and it just didn't show that she was. So they're just making sure she was within 4. Um, she is probably setting up for a lifesaver for someone, maybe an ASM moving up, something like that. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was mostly to hunt for that wild trigger to push Iron Man off the point, if she could. Like that's my thinking here. To just like make Iron Man's next activation less efficient. So she didn't get it, but yeah, you're right. It does set up a potential lifesaver if there are any characters that are pulled that are into deep. But yeah, I'm looking like Gwen is in trouble maybe. Can't play fallback. Can't play spider tracker both because she has that hammer. So she's in a little bit
No.
of an uncomfortable position. It's super
Mm,
tempting for Black Bolt
it is, but
to
then
attack
you
into Gwen, and then yeah, you're leaving that portal a little vulnerable to be flipped on by ASM.
absolutely.
Okay, so look at
May,
that. I think Tatan is seeing that, and he's gonna protect the point before he rotates Black Bolt.
he spent a lot of resources into the bottom portal, but maybe he rotates Black Bolt up, takes the shot, maybe.
The nerd cop is here to give his spirit power to Toast. Well, he's
Oh,
gonna need it with those opening portal rolls.
did someone
Oh
say
man.
Spirit of Vengeance?
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. See what Samothy does.
You could throw. You could charge into Gwen and throw a shield into her. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'm like an attrition player here, right? So it's like all right, how do I charge and throw two attacks? And obviously that's not what Tatan is that's not his plan right now. So
No, it's not.
I
I
think
mean,
that
he's.
rotating to that bottom secure for in the future, with your mind in the future, going to rotating to toast home secure next round. But he is charging, or he is airlifting. I'm not sure which one yet.
I mean,
You could airlift and threaten Black Cat, or threaten Gwen.
looks like
But like
it's going to be a
you're also not
charge.
going to be on the portal. I mean, like if you're Sam here, you just throw your guy on the back portal anyway, right? Just to be so you don't get
I
rolled
think he wants to
over.
be outside of martial artist range.
Oh,
And
fair, fair. So yeah, you can't do that if Spider Woman is contesting the point. So he's looking. It was a charge.
yeah, it's a charge. He's
Let's
trying to
see.
do 1 damage here to push her off and then probably move
Ooh,
on.
blocked.
But she is a mad woman and says no.
Now, if you missed, you just immediately say, "Let's just do that again," because that's what I
I
do.
guess so. That's what he said, and it looks like 4
Oh
bites.
wow,
Ooh,
wow. Ooh man,
ouchie,
no.
ouchie.
Yep, that's a complete whiff on both sides. Definitely the opposite of slaps. That's just like they're trying to like I don't even know what that is. You roll nothing.
Sam just hit the cactus right in front of Spider Woman,
Yeah,
guys.
that's for exactly. Yeah. Limp wristed slaps. That's right. They're just like they've got broken wrists here and they're just swinging their shoulders. I don't even. All right.
So we might see the miles.
Yeah, he's got
I'm putting him
50-50
right next
chance
to
of
Voodoo.
50-50 chance. I mean, you kind of have to. Remember Voodoo doesn't deal with he can't possess on
It's
secures or
true.
his it doesn't affect his
But 6 dice Mystic into Miles could
yeah,
be deadly.
it could be. That's true. Got Voodoo's got that double hit trigger too, and it's a throw. I believe it's a
Oh
throw
yeah, that's
any
yeah.
direction throw too.
Well, okay,
Uh,
okay, Voodoo.
yep, any direction throw on that double hit. So he could just like it's two. Uh, the Web Warriors have really decent defenses a lot of the time, especially Miles' leadership will help here too.
Yep.
And but the double wild is basically like instant damage. Of course, Brace is online, so but not for Miles and not for Spider Woman right now. Let's see what Spider Miles rolls. Does he roll over Voodoo? Oh, he doesn't. Oh
Does
man.
not.
A for effort. All right.
Yeah.
He's rolled on. Uh, he's rolled on how many portals now? One, two, three, four,
5.
5, 6. He's done 6 portal attempts. 2 of them were 50-50s. And 2 of them were, and of the
Oh, that's
6, he's only
yeah.
won it
Yeah.
twice. So he's 2 for 6, and 2 of them were open, and 2 of them were 50-50s. Or sorry, 4 of them were open, and 2 of them were 50-50s. So yeah, not. So
All right.
the yeah.
So I think. Oh, this is rough because whoever you go with, that's probably the direction that ASM goes.
Exactly. Yeah, it's um yeah. ASM's gonna sneak a portal from you. So He's looking to maybe that like this Black Bolt is kind of like a bodyguard on this. Sorry, he's like a body block. That's what I
Yep.
think he's looking to do that. Um, so he that's why he was putting that long range tool on ASM to see if he could do that. I think that's why you put Iron Man there to begin with too. So I think that Tatan was thinking he was thinking ahead at the beginning of the round is what I would say. So
Yeah.
props to him for the play. He's going to now
Ooh,
hit Gwen with a massive attack here. This is 7 dice with a
with
reroll and a
Pierce.
pierce. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross. Imagine having 7 dice energy with a Pierce as a
Yeah,
roller.
man. I wouldn't know about that.
you. Ooh,
Oh, dude. That's not a great roll.
but so
Um,
far it's just 2 damage. He gets his reroll though.
yep, he does get a reroll, and Gwen has her reroll. So let's see what those rerolls both convert into. So you get the reroll. How does Miles' leadership work? Look at that's how bad I am. I don't even have to rediscard again. You can reroll a defensive die. So regardless of where you are on the map, but you can
Is he
reroll a
forgetting that
skull if you're contesting or
he
holding.
forgot the Black Bolt reroll?
Oh, he missed it.
No,
Oh,
Tatan.
looks like he's doing it. All right, they're
Ah,
letting
let's use
him.
it.
Toast
Okay,
is
good.
letting him go for it. Yeah, he
The
missed it, but
gentleman. All right, makes no difference.
yeah, there we go. You love to see it when you like get a little bit of
I mean,
a replay
that's
or
the
a
price
take
you
see
pay for
back
forgetting
see.
it.
Yeah, yeah. Karma like I feel like it's like an 80-90% chance that whatever you roll ultimately won't matter when you get to do a little bit of that takesies backsies
Yep, when it's
situation.
gonna balance out.
Yeah, the universe. All right, so
All
yeah,
right,
let's see what we do with ASM here.
here he goes. Peter Parker.
He only has one power. So he really needs. Oh, look at that! He's gonna push into voodoo. I think maybe he knows that the body block is real on this side. Let's see if he's
Maybe
in
so.
range. Let's see if he's in range. Oh, he's out. Yeah. So there's
I mean,
no.
that's not a guaranteed trigger either. I think you probably just walk anyway. I mean, excuse me. All the web warriors are guaranteed. I'm gonna keep using that meme. That's so funny.
I mean, it is funny, but like it's a little. I mean, oh man, poor guy. Basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I've been there, dude. I've had hard losses.
Yes, I know.
So
It's rough.
totally
I
understanding.
feel for him.
I'm empathetic to both sides of the whole situation. But yeah, spider foes are tricky to play against. I've gotten got by spider tracker way more times than I am comfortable with.
Yep. The trap card.
Let's see, do we get it? Oh man, oh
And no,
dude,
and the
two
skull.
2 for 7 here.
D denied.
Ben says, "Man, the Black Bolt splash is blowing my mind. What a world we live in." I know, right? It's crazy. A month ago, you would have been like, "Why
You,
would you ever do that?"
you didn't know that Black Bolt was an Avenger? What?
Oh man, that is just rough for Toast here. He's 2 for 7 on pay to flips, and this one was a 60%er. That wasn't even a 50-50. He's rolling 4 dice, and he
So
needed like six. I think it's like 60%, something like that, 62, whatever. But
I think you probably go into ASM if you hit either Spider Woman or Miles. You turn their steel online, and you don't want that.
yeah, I agree. I think you slow them both down considerably. They don't get their gliding or their web swing. I mean, you have
Yep,
ASM who has
go
who
into
has a hammer
ASM.
right here. I mean, the other option I could see is throwing into them for power generation, but we have a great we've got a great role for Tatan's voodoo.
He got the throw if he
You got
wants it.
yeah. I mean, you might as well. I think.
If you
Pro-
can throw him and keep him within 3.
Yeah, props to Toast too for like uh like doing what he had to do. I think that he knows he has to dive his characters.
Yeah,
He dove all of his characters.
it's a smart play. I think yeah, it's what you have to do.
It's a bummer that he didn't get the roles that he was expecting to, but I think that he's playing really well considering the bad luck he's had on his pay to flip so far.
Absolutely. I think that yeah, just a couple portal rolls next turn could swing the other way, and he could be in a winning position. It's
Yeah,
very close.
I think we're gonna get. Yeah, we're getting the full reroll from ASM here. So we
Yes, you can
have
reroll
only
skulls.
three
Yeah.
successes for Tatan. Yeah, he's got the hammer, so it lets him do the reroll skulls. Oh man, oh man.
The
Yeah,
miles.
he's got the
Yeah.
miles at least, so maybe he's only taking 1 damage before the throw. And nope, he's
Oh,
taken two.
taking two.
Taking two and a throw. The throw, I mean, sure, is like as optional. I'm sure. After attack is. Wow, look at that. I guess are all of these like is that optional? After the attack is resolved, if the target character is size 2 or less, throw it short.
I mean, yeah, if it's any direction, maybe just
Man,
chuck
no,
him
but
to the
like there's look
dumpster.
at the wording on that. There's no like may. Like look at Miles's. Look at Miles's card on the throw trigger.
Now he has to do
You
the
may
throw then.
throw. You have to throw. It's very interesting.
I mean, yeah, you just chuck him to the dumpster. That's a
Yeah.
free. The Nerf Voodoo, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, and he gets the 3 power. Nice. Cool, cool. And I think if you get one more, if you do another attack, get 2 more power. Oh, is that a spender?
Yeah, he must be spendering him. This is great for Voodoo, right? Because those wilds punch right through the.
Yeah, they do.
We have witty banter online though, so that's something that he didn't have last time. So that wild, if he only rolls one wild, we're likely going to see a witty banter from Toast to avoid that
And I
damage.
wonder if the daze or the possess was the right call, but I'm not sure.
Did he have enough power to do that? He had
He
only
was at,
four.
yeah,
Oh,
he
he
was at
needs.
4.
So we need more power here.
Yeah, he would need 1 or 2 more, but I don't think that's
I think this is
unreasonable.
totally reasonable.
Oh, absolutely.
The attack can do a lot of damage. Um,
All right, let's see. So far, no wilds. Oof.
it's still, is it a good block though? It's an okay block. But
He still has the rerolls.
we've got the rerolls. Yep. So it could turn into a great block. All
Okay,
right.
so and then the miles one, right? Yep.
Yep. Looks like it.
All the defense dice in the world. Okay, so blocking 3,
All
1
right.
damage and daze him.
Yep. You do have priority here, so you're thinking like, phew, I barely got out of that one alive.
Yep.
Hmm. So it'll be. Yes, you all webbed up, right? I think you play
Yeah,
all webbed up next
I think it's
turn.
an all webbed up turn. Yep. Oh, so we're getting a witty banter.
Oh yeah, there we go. Love to see it. So he could take no
Absolutely.
damage.
He calls Voodoo silly, and now Voodoo
Look at
misses.
that, guaranteed no damage.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Um,
Voodoo got a power for the skull. I hope. Yeah, he did. Cool. Um, no tactic cards played after round 2.
yeah, that is. I think we definitely see it all webbed up first thing next turn.
Yeah.
Um,
What do we
definitely
have
see
here?
that.
We have a point parity this round, so it's still a 1 point game because Toast missed that.
Absolutely.
He rolled twice on the portal that was his home portal and missed it twice.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're. This is where the pressure of the web warriors can like start. They can put enough damage
Yeah,
through to generate enough power to then steal.
I definitely think I would have
So
liked to have seen another builder from Voodoo there. Um, but
yeah, because
if he
then
takes
if
out,
you get that extra 1 or 2 power or whatever, you have
yeah,
enough to just
no,
rip his hammer
the
from him.
wilds, the sap, do a damage you get a power, skulls a power. But again, also taking out ASM, early in the game would be huge.
Yeah,
I can,
he would have had enough power to um he would have had enough power to take that hammer from him, right? He rolled the skull, so it didn't matter if he did any damage or not. He would have had 5 power
yep,
5 power to make him drop that hammer. The problem is that
yeah,
getting back the possession it doesn't happen
That is true.
automatically anymore. So it's like
That
you're
is
kind
true.
of leaving him to be one
Yeah.
shot, maybe. I don't know, but
Yeah. I mean,
I'm going to counter
you're
that with
leaving him
potential
more.
Heroes for Hire play could have happened too, right? So there's lots
That's
going on
true.
here that we'd be living in a whole different world if that's if he did the
Absolutely.
builder now. Like, there's so many different decisions.
I think this is where Heroes Fire will come into play. Definitely be this turn.
Let's see.
Is that all webbed up?
It is. Yep. Exactly. So it
Alrighty.
looks like ASM will play it, of course. He only paid 3. Is that how much it costs?
I
He's
think
gonna
it
have to
costs
spend.
two.
No, it costs 3. So he'll have to spend hammer tax.
He will have to pay the hammer tax. Ooh, now he's thinking.
Um.
It'll just be one more, right?
Oh, I gotta hold on. I gotta jump in. Yeah, no, he's about to do something, so I gotta jump in. I'll be right back.
Oh, yep.
Hey
Okay.
guys.
Yeah.
You have to pay the hammer tax on ASM. Hit escape. Hit
Oh,
escape.
yep. Okay. Okay. Yep.
All right. And
So I can't web swing yet.
you
Okay.
can't web
Gotcha.
swing. Yeah. So you'll be at 1 power before you do anything.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right, we caught it right
Dang.
as he was picking up the
Yeah, right
model.
as he picked the model up, I'm like, no.
That was like the perfect jump in there. Yeah. All right, so we caught it.
Saved barely, just in time.
Yeah, that's right. Ben saying, "When in doubt, reach across the table and slap them." Are you referring to when you need to win the game, or when they try to break a rule? Oh, there we go. Yeah, when you try to break a rule.
See, see if he does it again after that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Never again.
A verbal slap, right? No, it's all good. Yeah, why not both? That's right. Yeah.
Double whammy.
You know what, Ben? If I ever meet you in person, I'm gonna take both of my hands, wrap them around you, and slap your back. All right?
Hit him with
A
that
few times,
verbal
just
spin.
very gently though, and
Hit
yeah,
him with the verbal spender.
yeah, verbal spender. Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see what he. Let's see what
ASM
he
into hammer, looks like.
Oh man, ASM not rolling too well. He needs that crit wild to hit the trigger. He really
That
needed that
trigger
extra
is
power. Let's see if he
rough to
gets it.
hit.
He's gonna get the power to be able to web swing.
So it's gonna
But
get a
we
3.
had a. Did we have Luke Cage taunted the attack? So it's gonna have a damage reduction to it.
Nice. Big. That's what he's there for, right?
All right. So yeah, let's see if he. Let's see if he. What he does next. Does he have enough power? He's spending 2
So
power.
3, 5, 7. What should he have rolled one more dice? Am I?
Um, one, two,
Is it his
three, four, 5, 6, 7. Uh,
plus should be 5 base plus 2 for webbed up? So that'd be your 7 that he rolled. He should roll one more for the hammer.
yeah, this is an area where
Yeah, I mean that we
it's
can't
like,
jump in.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like this is a total gray area. I'm not sure if if I should jump in on a hammer roll.
What does hammer say?
Hopefully they figure it out. But
Hmm,
I was talking with Shadow about this when we were both on a
okay.
game, and I'm just gonna relay that. I'm just gonna continue doing what we did there, where we opted to not intervene in this situation.
That makes sense.
All right, so we have a
Here's
Heroes for
fire.
Hire play.
Yeah, place that man right there on that point.
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Let's see what he does.
He's rolling extra dice now, so
10.
he's rolling. What is he rolling? He's rolling
The web swing adds the
2 plus
adds.
2 plus 1, so he should be rolling 10 dice.
Yep, he's rolling 10. He remembered the hammer this time.
Oh, I didn't see the result. Oh, okay, I see the
Oh,
dice pool. Yeah. Let's see if he can take out Luke Cage here. It would shut down the throw on Heroes for Hire.
it'd be pretty big.
It'd generate him a lot of power to Witty Banner.
Ooh, we got some crits.
All right. Ooh, I don't think that's enough to push through enough damage. It might be. Let's see.
If they convert,
Oh, if they
they do
convert,
not convert.
they do not convert. Oh, we have a trigger though. So we do have a throw into, maybe into Voodoo, who has no power, but or I don't know. Let's see. I guess it depends.
Ooh,
We're not going to
that's a
see it.
rough call.
Luke Cage is going to survive this.
Luke Cage being a tank, as usual. Um, dives right in front of Spider-Man.
Nerd Cop says BB is a monster now. I really like that he got bodyguard. Yeah, he is. I mean, he was a
Uh,
monster. If he could attack twice in a
yeah,
round, he was always a monster. I was terrified of him, but yeah, this
absolutely.
makes him just like this. Giving him that extra die and not having to worry about spending power to boost is
Yeah, and
just
a bodyguard for
uh,
1 power? What the? That man's
yeah, no
crazy.
kidding. Yeah, like they made him awesome. They made him really awesome. Does his spender also cost less power, or am I mistaken? Either way,
Uh,
Whisper got an
I,
extra die to it.
yeah, I
Um,
am not a expert on Black Bolt, that's for sure. And
yeah.
looks like we rolled the dodge roll into Sam.
All
So
right,
that's
Sam
53.
took the. All right, interesting. Sam opted to take it, and he whiffed here. So we do have 3 power on ASM. Let's see what he does with that. So it means that like Spider Tracker, Fallback, and Mission Objective are all
Yep.
online right now.
I think he oh, so does he roll for the point? Or does he keep the power on ASM?
I think you roll for it. You got to risk it. Maybe you hit that wild and sorry, that crit, and you
The
get the power
crit, get it
back.
back?
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
also you've got 3 characters on the point at right now. So if you like, there's like no way Voodoo like there's no way Voodoo
Takes
could
it
roll it
back.
back, and there's no way Luke Cage could roll it back unless they deal with the characters.
Does he get the Heroes for Hire throw?
Um, he does. Oh yeah, you're right. He does get that. So he is figuring that out. Yeah, you're right. So that's gonna affect. Wow, interesting.
Electing to
He opted
not
not to
throw.
use it. I think it is an optional throw, and he opted not to, and he's not rolling on it. Man, I think that's the deficit would have caused me to re-roll, but he's probably thinking about other tactic cards.
Yeah, I think if you keep Mission Objective online, I mean, ASM does only have 3 health left, and he does have a lot of rerolls, but that's not unkillable.
Yeah,
Um,
especially
but
with any sort of throws to blink him.
it, the rough part is if Toast does take out Sam or Cage, for instance, another one of those models gets to remove slow,
There
which
you go.
stops the all webbed up.
Yeah, it does make it slows down that side of the board here. All right, it looks like Black Bolt is going to make Ghost Spider pay potentially.
I mean, I think you have no problem just staying there and shooting her, right?
Um,
Toast already has prio.
yeah, I was thinking about the place on Master Punch, but the problem is that if you kill her, you don't get the place. Or sorry, my bad. What I wanted to say was that if you can throw her if the attack does damage,
Hmm.
and so but if you daze her, you can't throw her, which means that Black
Gotcha.
Bolt's kind of like on an island, I guess, if he doesn't
Yeah.
move and spend her into Ghost Spider. So um, yeah,
Looks like
let's
we're
see
getting
what he
the
does
shot
here.
into Spider Gwen.
Yeah, potentially. Are we rolling the amount of dice?
He rolled 7. It should be
Okay,
8.
yeah, yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was 7. Yeah, he's base 6. Yeah, so
yeah.
it should be 7. That's right.
And he just annihilates her. She's done. Even if even at the reroll, we'll get her. So she's gonna drop the hammer, and yeah, Black Bolt's I'm sure gonna pick this up.
Mhm. Hazed.
Yep.
I wonder if you could get the token and be. No, I think.
Now the other option is, could you fall back here to prevent Black Bolt from picking up the hammer? That's like the question that I'd be asking myself, and it would mean that someone else could pick it up. Maybe Black Cat could scoop
Yeah,
it
I
up.
think
Let's see if he thinks about if that's an option. He's paying power. He's paying 3 power. Looks
yep,
like he's
that's
playing a
correct.
card.
Fall back. Yep.
Yep. So
Smart play.
yeah, just
That's the right
it,
call.
it does keep the extract parity the same for now.
And I think that's what you need. You definitely don't want to be going down with the extracts.
The only problem I'm seeing is that you can't. And the problem is he can't mission objective, right? So
Nope.
uh, he's stuck having to drop the
Well,
hammer.
he could, couldn't he? Because he gets the
Oh,
power from
oh,
the
you're right. Yep. So he's mission
main thing
objectiving too.
3.
So he spent 6 power on Gwen to pass the hammer to Black Cat. Smart. It allows him to go with Spider Woman or Miles right now. Um, instead of having to force to be going with Black Cat to pick up the hammer. So yeah, nice. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that they were doing everything in the correct order.
Yeah, they did it correctly. They did fall back before the damage was dealt.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
them go. Applaud to these gentlemen.
So Black Bolt only got 1 attack. He's gonna probably. I mean, just stays there, right?
Hmm.
He could. I mean, you could rotate into nowhere. I guess.
Can I think maybe you move up some?
Yeah. It's
Um,
totally reasonable to do that.
I
Set
don't
up
think
next turn.
I don't think Black Cat wants to come down to you because she's got the hammer now, and I think Toast is going all in over here on this this west side spider portal.
So Black Bolt hit Gwen twice. First time did how much damage? Was it 2 damage? And next
Oh,
time did 3 damage. Both times with a hammer. And
this time she got like zapped.
yeah,
So
she
like he
got yeah
pierced.
exactly. Look at that. Look, the damage roll still on the screen,
Yeah, so 6 for the pierce, and she
we
blocked
had
2.
a
So
fallback into mission objective to pass the hammer to Black Cat. So, but Black Bolt is definitely Black Bolt's definitely pew pewing like he's doing his
Control
thing.
Alt deleting. Yep.
Yeah.
I think this is also a smart play. Moving.
Putting pressure on the back line.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. It's
He's doing a web warrior shtick.
yeah. The only issue I see here, I guess, is like Iron Man is certainly going to want to rotate, and it's going to leave this point uh, vulnerable. However, as of right now, Tatan has last activation, so
Yep.
he's probably safe to rotate Iron Man. Like he'll be able to protect this point and activate Iron Man last, and just rotate in to the back point. So I think it's totally fine for Black Bolt to have pushed forward here. I think that probably maybe going towards the middle more, hedging your bets a little more towards the other portal, in case he's needed over there. And you get yourself cover might have been impactful.
He does put the pressure on Toast Gwen next turn. Because he could
Yeah.
just zap her again and just take her off the board. But looks like we're
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know
what
what
is
this is.
happening here. No, hold on. What's he doing? I'm like, Avengers Assemble? No. What is he looking at here?
I mean, Black Bolt is Black Bolt Avengers affiliated?
No, no,
I didn't think so.
no. What do we have? Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I mean, you go with Spider Woman or Miles here. What do
Maybe
you
they were
think?
looking at the fallback angle from where Gwen was, because that's about where she was. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was totally
Um,
fine. It looked fine to me. Like she
yeah.
didn't
Oh yeah, she was
totally
definitely in the.
seemed very reasonable. So, yeah, we're gonna see Miles or Spider Woman go here. What do you What do you think? Who do you think? Who would you go with?
Ah my, he is in a pickle. Maybe you just try and take an activation off the board.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so.
I think no matter who he targets, Luke Cage is going to take it.
Yeah,
That's for sure. I just gotta think his way out of this one.
he's definitely really hoping to get Luke Cage on this first attack, so we can free up his next attack. He could like basically. I'm seeing like best case scenario here is you do 3 damage to Luke Cage that dazes him. That gives you enough power to Spender and pick up an extract, right?
The
With
rough part is
so
if you daze Cage, Voodoo just walks backwards.
I forgot about the leadership, and that's why I lose games.
It is tough to play around. Looks like we've got. I totally missed who they pinged.
Well, it would
Looks
have
like a
Voodoo.
spider went
Voodoo
in.
initially. So looks like we have a not a great attack here. And let's see. Did he just take the attack on Voodoo?
I think he probably took it on Cage, but we'll find out. We'll see if Voodoo gets power.
Yep. Because he did block it
He
all.
did.
Yep. So
Yep.
it wasn't a Voodoo. He took it. And his wild is optional throw. So the throw would happen before damage is dealt, and Voodoo would be getting this power
After the
after the
yep.
throw. So even though he wouldn't be able to brace it anyway because he has a hammer, so it would cost him more power to do that. So
Yep.
Sam is so frustrating to play into. It
Yeah,
sounds like
absolutely.
we have an attrition player in the chat, guys.
I mean, even as. Oh, is that a throw into Sam?
It looks like it. Oh,
Ooh,
oh, is he missing? Yeah, he's pulling him back. He's like, that definitely hits Sam. Yeah, there you go.
yeah. But sometimes you have to even.
Oh, did I lose you? All right, I think Hypernova will be back soon.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, hey, man.
Hey, I love technical difficulties, don't you?
All right, well, you're back. So nothing has happened. All right, Miles got a second attack here. Oh man, this is tough because you really wanted that first attack to go well for power generation on a future attack.
You definitely did.
You maybe you throw into Luke Cage here to push him off the point, and then you can roll on the point.
But man, it's
We have a okay brace for impact. Whoa, yep. So only Steve. Oh, sorry, only Sam blocked it. Voodoo had to take the one. All right. I mean, you just I don't know. I like the Luke Cage throwing him off the point and trying to flip it, but like I don't know. This is a tough situation. I think we lost Hypernova. Okay,
I mean,
okay, you're okay.
I
I
was
don't know
just
if
trying to see on my end. I cannot see the tokens on these spider portals, so I hopped over to your
Oh,
stream to see if you could see them, and
right,
looks
yeah.
like there's still the.
Yeah, it's still nothing has changed there, so we're still 2-2.
So we got attacking the cage.
All right, so we did have a taunt here on Luke Cage. Oh man, that's a
Miles just
bummer,
can't catch a
dude.
break.
Yep, only one on Luke
That's
Cage, no
yeah, that's one.
wild. This is not what you want to see out of an all-webbed up turn.
Definitely need to start throwing some heavier punches. Rolling
All
for the
right.
portal.
Yeah, he's got to get. Here we go. This is 2
Come on, Miles.
successes.
Miles, please.
I know, right? Oh, there it
Ooh, he
is.
gets it. He gets
Finally
it.
gets it. Yep, that's long overdue.
Yeah, he's owed one.
There we go. 3 for 8, I think we're at now, or something like that. So, yeah, we're he's finally maybe he gets all of his luck in the back end.
Let's see here. All right, so that's Miles done. What do you think we see here next from Tatan?
Well, I think that he goes with Luke Cage now, maybe hoping to generate some power, and then he can use that power to continue to funnel the bodyguard, and then protect Sam for another activation, and then
I
maybe
mean,
after that. I mean, the other option is like maybe you airlift Voodoo. Um, he is
maybe
slowed
smoke.
here, so we have to watch out for if he tries to.
Oh,
There we go.
yeah, he remembers. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Toast
Um,
remembering.
yeah, definitely so. Um, maybe you just. I don't think you hit Spider Woman or Miles here. I think Luke Cage could try to just throw a builder into Spider Man if you get the stagger or if you daze him. That's a plus.
Yeah,
Um, but I think he's happy right where Luke Cage is.
yeah. I
Just
think
took
I
a
think we
spot.
either we see some sort of a tactical retreat. I think either. You're right. Like Luke Cage going into them is just like probably creates more problems than it's worth.
Maybe it's not optimal, but could we see a walk a symbol from Voodoo to get him
I
farther
mean
away?
I would like I think in this case because we're still on the all webbed up turn. I think you got to shake. I think we see a shake move
And a walk?
and maybe an assemble. Yeah, shake walk and maybe assemble. Uh, or and then you do the same thing with you just get Sam out of range 3 of Spider Woman potentially.
Oh yeah.
Something like that uh would be totally reasonable if you're not going to go into ASM here. But like I think we're seeing the whole mission objective situation with ASM where you don't you like what's the point in even trying to keeping Voodoo here and because you're just going to lose the Voodoo's hammer even though you're just gonna position the hammer onto Spider Woman, who will get to activate into Voodoo and probably get a lot of damage through. So,
Yeah,
we are
blockade.
going with violence. We are choosing violence here,
Voodoo into ASM.
and it looks like ASM is guaranteed to block that. So
Did
he,
he roll too many dice on the defense roll?
um, maybe he might have
Yeah, it looks like he rolled 4 and
one,
then rolled
two,
into crit.
three, four, one, two. Let me jump in there real quick.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Hey,
did ASM roll one too many dice on that defense?
no, I rolled 4. Oh, you're right. It's Mystic, isn't it?
All right,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
all right. So, yep, they caught it. I mean, well, we caught it, and they're doing a reroll here.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Sounds
nice,
like a
nice
plan.
work. You should apply to be a accuser. I mean, it's fun. There's like someone who's like introverted. It's like there's a little bit of a bravery needed on my part to
Yeah, of
like step
course.
in and
Yeah, I have no idea what that all entails.
yeah, it's not. I mean, not much. I mean, what I'm doing basically.
Nice.
All right.
So blocks 1, first set of rerolls. I think it's
Oh, we witty bannered. It looks like. So yeah. So it looks like he witty bannered to prevent any damage through.
okay.
And Voodoo did get an extra power from the skull. So let's see what he does with his second action here. Do we see a spender?
I mean, I think you do it.
As an accuser, you have to occasionally smite people.
Might them.
Man, yeah, it's oh man, leaving Voodoo right there with a slow is like Toast is
I know
probably
it's
just
so
like,
rough.
please attack me again. Like,
Like,
this is my out.
spin.
All right.
No builder.
No, yep, builder.
Maybe
Okay.
he's doing the hoping for the possess.
And
The
he
power to
he
do it.
whiffs on the Voodoo attack. Look at this. Like,
Skull.
they're definitely
Right?
not.
Ah,
Wow, that was a
goes
bad
into the
roll.
ASM.
Let's see what he
Yeah.
gets for his ASM rolls. There it is. There's the
Two.
block. No damage.
Did he get?
Nothing.
Did he get one more reroll from
Well,
Mines?
he doesn't need it. Why would he do it? He's got the crit.
Oh yeah, true, true,
He
true.
has the
You're
crit, so he
correct.
gets the power. He's taking no damage. Best case scenario for ASM, basically.
Yep. A plus work. He did
Yep.
it
So
correctly.
yeah, there we go. So yeah, Voodoo is probably regretting his decision here. Let's see. A tactical retreat, obviously in hindsight, would have been better. Of course, you don't know you're gonna whiff dice before you roll them.
But even if he does go into Voodoo, I think you probably take one shot into Voodoo and you don't take it on Cage, and you just tank the second one.
You tank the second one with Luke Cage to split the attack.
Well, if he kills Voodoo, you can mission objective it to Sam.
Right, right. And
And
then you
if
can protect Sam.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good call. Hold on. Yeah, because he has mission objective. Okay. Oh, I mixed up who had mission objective previously. Yeah.
yep,
Okay. So the Avengers player still has mission
he
objective
does.
online. Yeah. Okay.
So stinky webheads no longer have it.
Yeah. So it's Tatan is still measuring. It makes me think he's looking. He's deciding if he wants to play Avengers Assemble.
Cue the theme song.
It's interesting now that we've got the spiders have they've got their maintain their extract parity, and they've got 3 secures here, and um yeah, it'll be interesting. Do you like hold off on Spider Woman's activation? You can pass, right? So maybe you hold off on Spider Woman's activation, um because it gives Tatan one less activation to be able to roll without having to worry about roll on the portal without having to worry about clapback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing no damage into ASM is rough there.
Yeah.
But that's what you gotta expect with that man. He is
Avengers
quite the
Assemble.
tank.
Hammer tax. We got 2 on Voodoo, so that's good. And we have 1 on Iron Man. All right.
And Sam, he's looking at Sam.
There it
Hold on
goes.
to it. Okay, yeah, there we go. Do, 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 do. They're thimbling.
Yep. Oh man, very interesting. Oh, he's going to. Oh yeah. Hold on. I was gonna say he was gonna do something to
Is he gonna
Black
play
Cat, but he
Nest
can't. He
Cat?
can't. He can't. He just spent the power for Assemble. So.
Yep. I was like, big play.
No, I did the same thing.
I got excited.
Yeah, yeah. Just like all right, let's see. It's very interesting though. Like he's clear. Like I don't know. I think that
I'm not sure what he's got planned here,
that
but
you should
it's
have
got to be
retreated.
something.
Yeah,
He's a smart
retreating
man.
Voodoo and just having Iron Man rotate last, like seems like the way to go. Uh, hmm. I don't know about the Iron Man play because like he's now you could probably you could consider double walking Black Cat. I mean, after you pass and after
What if
someone has
Jess just walked
activated.
down there?
Yeah,
Spider Woman.
she could definitely do that too. But I think that you kind of keep her for the hits, right? You keep her for this all webbed up turn. You
True.
could probably take out Luke Cage.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe like we'll see. We'll see in like in a couple activations from now if moving Iron Man up was the right call.
Maybe we see a 12 dice Helios in the cat.
There is stealth, so
Oh yeah,
yeah,
a
yeah.
walk and then a dunk.
I mean, maybe we see a Helios into ASM. 10 dice.
True.
10. We got what do we got? 10 dice. Hammer tax, but Meh.
I mean, does Iron Man's not holding a hammer, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know what there's a few options, but look at that. Toast is seeing
yep,
exactly what I saw. It's like you're leaving that space No Bill, no Dynamo, no CGR. What the
I mean, I
hell?
guess
Yeah.
the thought is you could, if she goes down there, Sam could try and do what he did the first turn or turn 2, where he just charges outside of martial artist range, tries to do 1 damage, push her off, and walks to the point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's why I think that maybe a pass here is the right call. The other issue, like the other thing is like it's either a pass or I think you do you do an attack into cage, attack into voodoo. But like the problem is the leadership will mess things up, right? You force the days on cage and therefore voodoo escapes.
Yep.
Potentially escapes. You've got Spider Woman who can glide, probably
Yeah,
back
she can.
into the voodoo attack range, right? So there's a few different things here.
It
Are you choosing
does.
violence or are you going to choose to play the secure game?
Mm, probably. I just hate doing violence into Sam. It is rough. Um,
Yeah, like having Sam being slowed here. It's just so man, that's why you pass here. You pass because you have to force them to basically stagger to shake the slow stagger is basically what's happening.
I mean, you give Luke Cage a free activation.
All right, what are we having? What do we have? We're choosing violence.
It looks like violence. It's 4 dice.
Four
Could be
dice.
anyone.
Mile. Oh no, Miles is gone. Who'd roll 4 dice here? Spider Woman rolls 5.
No, no, it's
Oh, defensive
hitting
four
voodoo.
dice. So yeah, okay, there we go. We got the tabs.
It is Spider Woman into voodoo, and we get a.
Boom.
She almost did it.
Almost did it. 4. So 3 damage through. So he lives on. He has 2 health left. Gates lots of power though. So, oh man, I would have liked. Do you? The problem here is like you want to keep. Yeah, I would have let Luke die and then had Voodoo run away as much as he could, because then you still have mission objective available to you, onto
Mhm.
Sam, and they've already activated, meaning you still get last action with Iron Man to basically flip the portal back. So you're back in a situation where your 2 hammer characters are away from all the webs, and they can rotate. They're fast because
Mm,
Sam would shake the slow, and and um and the spider people
maybe,
are all. That's what I would have seen, but he opted to just take the hit on Voodoo.
maybe he's looking into next turn. If Voodoo walks away, he's losing his cage bubble.
Ooh. All right, well, I think we're seeing a mission objective on
I think,
Luke Cage.
Cage is taunting it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Cage
okay,
is
got
taking
the
it.
taunt. Yeah. So
I think,
yeah, interesting.
I think if you run away with Voodoo, ASM just hunts you down next turn. You don't have Cage there to protect you. I think that's what he's thinking.
3.
All
Yeah.
right,
Well, all right. So it
oopsie.
was. It's not gonna be enough. Oh wait, hold on. No, nope, it's not gonna be enough. Luke Cage lives on 1. That's yeah. Hate to see it from
Ah,
Spider Woman. Probably shock. Is there? She can shock, right? Or is
yeah,
that
she
something
can.
else?
That's a
Maybe
whole wide array of options.
yeah, maybe just shock him. But
Yeah.
that's a little bit of a bummer. The only consolation here is that you have a more you can almost pick when you daze Luke Cage strategically,
Yep.
whereas if he came back with full health, like
It's going to be more rough for Tatan next turn with Cage having 1 HP now.
yeah, potentially. Now, of course, if he was injured, he doesn't count as contesting portals, and so that's a
True.
whole other problem. So let's see what happens here. But I don't. I mean, I like how Luke Cage doesn't have any power to spender, which is his only way to displace,
Yep.
and he physically cannot win the portal based on um the current
Oh,
character's situation.
yep.
So, man, is this are we gonna say Helios here because now
Uh,
Voodoo has 4 power? We got Sam with 4 power and Black Bolt 10 power.
I I think
He's measuring a Black
I
Hat
don't mind it.
attack.
I don't mind it. I think it's a fine play.
Yeah, it's interesting,
Mission objective bubble to Iron Man.
right? He's measuring lots of
Then yeah, I
smart
think
decisions
you
here.
you only have 2 power to spend off voodoo, if that's the case. No, no, no. You can just take the 2. Yeah, never mind. Forget what I'm
I
saying.
mean, you probably don't need to spend all of it, maybe, right? You're because you're
Oh,
getting.
what? I like to go above and beyond for the Helios.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see if he does it though. I guess we have to decide. We have to see. Now he probably does because he's doing this with Iron Man, who only has one power. This does mean that Sam, unless he dazes, unless Toast dazes one of his characters and Sam removes the slow, Sam is not going to be able to get the back secure. I think we're going to see, like, let's see what Tatan does here. But if he doesn't get this hammer off of Black Cat, we're going to see a point swing potentially, right? We're going to have 5 for Toast and 3 for Tatan, putting it at 12-11 for Toast. If nothing changes on the current board.
Mhm.
So I think that that's why. There we go. He's eyeing up a Helios. He's playing Helios. So
Here it
this
is.
is why he's doing it to prevent to gain the extract lead.
And it keeps Black Cat from going wherever
Yeah.
she wants to. Let's see how much he pays.
Yeah. So we'll have to measure that because of obviously the ability to play, the ability to pay is impacted by the hammers. Black Bolt
But
pays.
even characters that are adding
So Black Bolt
the
pulls 9. So that means that's 8 dice because the first power has to go towards a hammer. Did he add 8 dice? He added 9 dice. So
are they considered playing the card?
yeah, they're each paying for it. Yeah.
To play this card. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Tatan
Okay.
is typing here. Frick. I'm
It,
pretty sure. Yeah,
that
they're each
might be
paying for it,
a.
right?
It says add a number of dice equal to the amount of power spent to play it. And Hammer says when they spend power to play a team tactics card.
All right, one sec.
Yep, that's a forum check. Let's check.
Yeah, I just wrote in the to the accusers here. Yes. Yeah.
They do have to pay an extra.
Yes.
If you just want to hop in there and communicate that.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just typing at C.
Ah, I see. The wording matches.
Like, okay,
That
so
would
the
make sense.
forum post that Toast gave me, it supports the thought I have here. I think the penalty does not apply. The penalty does apply. I'm gonna jump in there. I'm gonna jump in there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Hey, yeah,
Um,
I just put it in chat. I read the ruling
Yeah.
wrong.
yeah,
The way
yeah.
he
So
worded it was a little weird, but yeah. So you're correct. It's if he's paying 9 power, it's only adding 8 dice.
that's right. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, they caught on. So we got it resolved. We're on the same page.
Nice.
Their hammer tax supplies, and they're gonna pay.
Sweet. Good to hear. That's a good topic. Haven't seen that one pop up before.
All right. So how much? I guess we're gonna find out how many dice we're getting here. All right. Yeah, we go. This is Softflow's got the message. The hammers and Helios. You do have to pay before. So I guess every character that is paying is playing the card. I don't. It's weird, really weird. Okay, so it says
Absolutely.
I've got Deaton messaging me. He's like, Helios says any number of characters may spend to play the card. Then Tony gets to use the attack. So that's why it works the way
Yeah.
it does. He's got a
Yeah, because Hammer says when characters pay to play cards.
yeah. Okay, there we go. Any number of may play. Yeah. So any. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So exactly. Every character that spends power is playing the card.
Yeah, so it's not the power spent is what adds the dice. It's playing the card. But
Yeah. Very cool. All right. Interesting. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now that I've read the card. Pro tip: read your cards.
Yep. That's why I typed in the little chat box. Let's see here. So we got 14 dicers. She's got 10 health, 3 no crits. It's gonna be a rough one.
Okay. So yeah, how many? He's rolling 15 dice here.
And I don't mind spinning that last one off Voodoo. All right.
All right, we're going into Black Hat.
Let's see it. Oh, we lost 1 dice.
He's rolling 14 now. Oh, we crashed. It just lagged a little. He's rolling. He's clicking an insane amount here. Okay.
I believe it. He's got it.
He's keep rolling, keep clicking.
Keep looking.
Oh. Is that
He didn't
enough?
click enough.
Oh, I think that's enough. He didn't click enough. No, I think that's gonna probably. He can't explode
He
the
can't.
crit. But what is
what's
this? I don't know what that was. How did he? I don't know what
that?
the reroll
He gets
was.
to sweep and clear too.
Yeah. So she rolled nothing. She's dead. Like she's dead.
Yeah. Not by much though.
6 total. Blocks 1, takes 5, and the sweep and clear would also get her.
Yep.
So
she almost
if
takes it.
she blocked both those hits, she would have survived. But Iron Man obviously didn't spend any power, so he could pick up the hammer. Man, that was pretty efficient. That's a pretty efficient Helios right there. You got basically exactly what you needed, or close enough.
Absolutely. That is rough for Toast after the 6 power on the 2 cards to keep the hammer.
Yeah. That was there we go. That's a pretty clutch move for the Avenger team. Now,
Ooh.
hold on. Whoa, he's got a long move tool out. Makes me nervous.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, bud. You see it.
Oh man. Okay, well
I'm
hold on.
willing.
Yeah. As soon
I'm
as he picks up the
communicating to him.
model, basically, it's like that's when you have to call it. Look at that. Oh no.
No. I am signaling to him with my brain. Please remember.
Yeah, as an accuser, I'm like, please God, don't break the rules again. No, I'm just kidding.
Please, I don't want to keep yelling at you.
No, yeah. Oh, is he gonna do it? Oh man.
No. So what happens if he does do it? Does he
I'm
just run?
starting my engines. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh man, he's.
Run, run.
Oh man. It's funny because like I mean I get what these players are going through, right? The heat of the game, that you're in the moment. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I
I'm sure
understand.
I've
Yeah,
I've been in plenty of games where it's like
absolutely.
you
Me too.
watch the chat back and they're like, why did Lucas do that? Like
Yeah.
Lucas throws the game with that terrible play in the whatever the last second last round, just throws the game. So I totally get like you just
Absolutely.
like you can easily make mistakes in this game. Nobody's perfect
It
and
is easy to do it.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, like, of course we're criticizing the play, but we
Oh,
also both understand that we're like this is not it's not easy to play this game when you've
oh,
got the pressure on
absolutely not.
you.
The pressure's on. You're both trying to make it into cuts, both
Yeah.
sweating.
Oh, here I go accusing again. Yeah, let's see what he's got the small tool out though. I think he's
He
figured it
remembers Luke
out.
Cage.
Yeah, yeah.
Now Sam's always slow moving. He's immune to slow. He doesn't need that token on there.
That's the
Ooh.
oh, does it say? So I think they're looking at like, did Iron Man take damage here? It's enemy characters. Sweep and clear is for enemy characters. So yeah, Iron Man would not be
The
taking
nuke from
damage.
orbit does not hurt Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, Black Cat, man, she didn't have enough power. This is okay. I was saying a pass activation would have been better here, but maybe you did have to rotate Black Cat out of the range, out of range of this Helios. I don't know. All right,
What we got?
Luke Cage probably attacking. He must be right.
Ooh. Yeah,
He's
probably.
rolling. Yeah, he's rolling 4 dice attacks. He rolls nothing. He
I mean, he
can't.
fished for the.
Yeah.
I think he fished for it.
Let's see. Oh, we have
Probably fishing.
ASM. Oh, we have ASM rolling for a crit. You might as well, right?
Yeah, he's fishing for it.
Yeah. No.
No, that's a good block though. But
Yeah, he doesn't want to use up all of his block dice though. He's got to roll
that's too
another
late. He already
attack.
did.
Yeah. 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 That's right. Yeah, we got it into
Ooh,
ASM. Ooh, look at that! 3
I don't know
successes.
if that crit's wild.
Oh,
Ah,
4 successes though. I mean that is
yeah,
a
it's good.
lot. Oh, look at that! He's still got a Miles reroll. Oh, takes 1. So it gives Luke Cage enough power, but he of course can't roll on the portal because he would automatically fail it. We have a witty banner. There we go. He might take nothing. Oh, still takes it. Ends up on wild anyway. So he does take
Easy.
the 1 anyway.
Lightweight for Luke Cage.
Yeah. All right. So there's Luke Cage done. What are we seeing in power? Okay, there. Yeah, he's spent for the witty banner. Yep. So Luke Cage can't win that point. Now we've got Sam, who he also can't win that point unless he throws models off, and that would be hard to do um, if you were in martial artist range.
I mean, he could push. Theoretically, he could push ASM.
Yeah. So what are we seeing next? What are we seeing points wise? We're seeing Toast get 4 to Tatan getting 4 if nothing changes. It means that both
Mhm.
players are still in it, and
Honestly, I'm not sure if. I mean, you might just like be happy with the 4 score.
yeah, the concern though I see is that Black Cat, your major attack, you've got one attack that is really strong with Helios, and Black Bolt is kind of like off on his island. If he wants to do more than just win 1 point, he has to take 1 move action,
Hmm.
and so we've got steals online next turn for the Web Warriors. We could see a 3-1 extract lead the other way. All right, so we're going into ASM
Yep.
again. He's really hoping to spike these attacks here.
If anyone can do it, it's Sam.
Yeah, no kidding. He's rolled 2. No
So far,
blocks. Here we
that's
go. He gets to try again at least. Ooh, man.
get some miles reroll. Ooh. He gets the 1 damage in.
I got a witty banner first. You're making him re-roll
Ooh.
that ricochet. So let's see
Okay,
if he hits this, it's huge. Oh, it pushes him
Ooh, he
off the
gets it.
point and the ricochet. Oh, that's really nice for Sam. He might be able to squeeze in on that portal if he's got the range, because now he could get it.
Is he within 3 of either one of them? They're both
Oh,
stealth,
that's
right?
totally fair. Yeah, good call. No, you're right. He can't ricochet that. But
Dang.
yeah. So
Bounce it into Luke Cage. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm just gonna grab a water real quick. I'll
yeah,
be
man.
right back.
Pretty interesting. ASM live on 1. We'll see if he charges here with Sam to. I'm surprised he didn't push ASM. Well, he's opting to throw again into ASM probably. Getting that hammer would be really huge for Tatan. It would put him in a really strong position. And we have enough blocks. Let's see if the crit explodes, though, for Sam and gets that damage through. And it does not. So he definitely has a full block here. I would have loved to see that push on ASM here. Yeah, Sam's already done. He's rolling for that crit feeding for the power to him. But he looks like he doesn't get it, so that's the round. We're going to score 4-4. Really interesting here. We've got a bunch of power. We've got power on Spider Woman. We've got ASM has enough power to web swing and all that. Power on the steel for Black Cat. And we've got 3 secures for the Web Warriors. So really, if they just maintain the extract parity, if they get one back, they could be putting the Sam Avengers team in an uncomfortable position. Yep, we're at what's a 1-point game. Wow, this is very intense. Tatan, like both players could win out here this round if they play it really well. I think you probably go with ASM here, and you are looking for I don't know, maybe you look for the attack into Luke Cage with
Okie dokie.
look. Yeah, so Sam threw his shield and didn't do anything, so he's still stuck there. I'm guessing we're looking at an ASM opening here because he's weak, and it would like if he gets lucky, he could take out these 3 characters. I'm say
Did he
that,
not get
but
the 1 damage into ASM? Did we miss something?
he missed. Well, he has. Well, I mean, ASM has 1 health left, so whatever happened, Sam didn't KO, didn't daze ASM.
Gotcha. Okay.
The,
Sounds good.
yeah, the key thing here for Toast is to play. You have to know that the leadership trigger is going to happen, and you have to basically try to play around that. Now, one way you could do that is you could if you're lucky enough, your ASM could attack into Luke Cage or into Voodoo and hit the trigger, that crit wild trigger, which lets you throw ASM into the other character, and those would all happen before the leadership takes place, right there.
Yep.
I don't know what's the trigger. Is that after damage? Yeah, after the attack is resolved is when you would do that. So the leadership trigger would be taking place after these steps.
And you for sure, I think leadership Sam.
That's one option. I
Getting
think
that
that
slow
leadershipping, yeah, that's probably the right play. My thinking is like maybe you leadership Black Bolt within 3 of
True.
Black Cat, and then you can double tap her. It takes a steal off the game board,
Do
but
you think a short move gets him onto that? Oh, probably not within 3 and the point,
yeah,
but maybe.
maybe, like that's one option. Depends on how aggressive you want to play it. Yeah, but I think that both. I think that both players can come out of this round on top. So it really is going to come down to this. It's really this is pretty intense.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's a very close game.
Interesting fact that because Sam, none of his characters have days at all this round. What
Mhm.
that means is that we haven't seen a leadership go off one time yet. For like he doesn't have a leadership, right? So until this round, which I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure we'll see that take
But
place.
that leadership definitely changes the way that you play the game. At least for me personally.
Yeah, yeah, of
Um,
course.
but he's going in. Someone's gonna die this turn. It's just a matter of who. All right, Luke Cage is tanking something. ASM into Cage.
Okay. Let's see if he gets that trigger. That crit wild trigger could be huge.
Is it ASM
Oh, he
Spender?
doesn't get it. Is it the spender? Did he spend power for that? No, I don't think
I mean,
so. No, it was
he
just
rolled
it
in.
was a web line kick. With so 4 into Luke Cage here. Did did he spend the 2 power? Yeah, he did. Oh, so he spent the 2 power and went into um we get a leadership trigger now. Man, that crit wild would have been.
It's so hard to hit.
Yeah, I mean it it doesn't ever hit when you need it to hit or when you're like
Absolutely.
are expecting it to, or like basically it's the line you've chosen is like, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna hit this, and this is how I come up ahead on this activation, and then it never happens.
Yep. I think we're seeing what you were saying.
Yeah, he's choosing violence. He's basically accepting that Voodoo could very easily die here.
And then I think if Voodoo dies, he passes the token to Iron Man, and then Sam gets to remove the slow. So I think that's also a good.
Mm. Yeah, he set it up last turn. All the setup he did last turn is gonna
Yep.
probably pay off for him to maintain the extract parity, and then um it'll be up to him to like maintain secure parity, and then he'd win the game. So
Hmm.
the one thing that's interesting though is that because Toast went with his weakest character in terms of health remaining, it means that in order for Tatan to be able to activate last in the round and basically lock in the secure parity, he would need to daze a character that has full health currently on the
Yep.
Web Warriors team because ASM has already activated. So let's see what ASM does with his second action here.
Yeah, Voodoo got the
Oh,
walk.
man, do you run away or do you choose violence into Sam? Looks like he might choose violence into Sam.
Violence into Sam. I think this would guarantee the Black Bolt walk.
Yeah, yeah. Softlo says he's surprised ASM didn't swing outside of taunt range to punch Voodoo. Yeah, I was thinking that seems like what you would want to do. Um, I think, and like here's something that um why is Tatan measuring? I'm very confused here. Did he not? He didn't. Usually you measure on your own turn, so that's why I'm thinking like. So I think we might potentially see a spider tracker from Black Cat on Black Cat to keep her alive, and what that would do is, okay, here we go. We're going into Sam now. It would just keep the extract steel alive for Toast team. Big hit. Looks like we're gonna get a Dazed Sam. So this is like the swing. This is the swing the Web Warriors were hoping for. It's coming a little late, like the last possible turn in all likelihood. But we have two dazed characters on Tatan's side, and the only characters remaining are characters with hammers on his side. So if he loses any more attrition, it's going to be costing him VPs.
I don't think the spider tracker would trigger off this.
Oh, it wouldn't.
correctly.
No, it would not trigger off of this. Yeah, so that's right. The He's basically created this mission objective
And bodyguard
protection
bubble.
here. It's interesting how they're all in here, not touching the secures. So if wow, hold on, I'm trying to do the math here. If let's see, if Toast is able to win all 4 secures, and he keeps the 1 hammer, or he's able to maintain 1 hammer, that's 5 points, putting him at 16. Tatan would only score 3, putting him at 15. Toast would end up winning this. So it's like
It's right there for both players.
yeah, exactly. It's very intense here. But I think leaving that back secure open, this bottom one here on my screen, for Tatan, it just makes me very nervous. Black Cat needs to die from Tatan's perspective because mission objective doesn't work on her ability. She has the ability to place within range 2 and then steal and then walk away, which would be basically a disaster for it'd be a disaster for Tatan here. I think that would be game if Black Cat can do this, and that's why I think we're about to see we're potentially going to see a attack into. Yep. Are we gonna? We don't see Gwen trying to measure the ranges there to pull her out of range of the attack. I think we should have seen at least the measurement tool go down.
That new Black Cat.
Oh wow, she survives. Reroll. You can't reroll.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah. So he's done. He's stuck on 4 damage.
Oh, but that's 4 in a throw. Does he have bright? He does. Or was that the energy one? Or was that the master? Yeah, it was just the regular energy one. Okay.
Well, she took 4. Did she take 4?
I believe she would take 4.
Well, she had an extra reroll from Miles. But that was the builder?
Yep, that was the builder.
Takes 3. What are we seeing here? Why are we seeing only 3?
3 what?
3 damage on Black Cat.
That's a good question.
He rolled.
Oh,
cover. Forklift cover. That's what he measured. Yeah. The good call on soft low. Good. All right.
Oh, that's that tiny is a bit of cover.
Yeah, there we go. It's funny how there we go. They talked about this 2 rounds ago, and now it's impacting the game. So that's why you keep the conversation going with your opponent. Make sure you're both on the same page as to what is cover, what isn't, and things like that. All right, so what is he looking for now? Did he spend? He's doing a spender. It looks like he's paying 3 power, so he's doing 8 dice physical into Black Cat. Oh man!
I think you need to take her out.
This is where you come on, pull the Gwen, measure the Gwen line pull. I think you're out. I think you're out on 3. Gwen can die.
3, yeah.
Gwen, he did it. He did it. Oh my god. Nice. Let's see if the measurement. Now, obviously, the measurement has to work, but I appreciate the. Yeah, look at that. It's gonna work. I think it's gonna work.
Does he get a? He gets a new action.
It's close. Right? He does get a new action, but the key thing is Black Cat has stealth. So let's see if it works. It might not work, right? So you don't have to spend your power. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say we need to see this tool out. Whoa, hit escape. Close enough. There we go. Perfect. Anytime you pick up something you don't mean to pick up, press escape, and it'll snap them back into place. So there we go.
Oh,
perfect
nice.
Example of that. All right. I think you're gonna be out. I think you're getting out. Let's see. Put the tool down. Oh, wrong character.
Uh,
Oh no! Can you imagine?
oh no! Imagine he measures off the wrong character. Oh,
Okay, hold on. Is he gonna be out? Yeah, there we go. He's
he's
out.
gotta go. He's gotta
Yeah,
go the full way.
there we go. That did it. Yep. Wow. Nice play there. Gwen's died. Gwen dies, of course. She's about to get murdered. Um. So there we go. Very good. Very good for Toast. If he needed to do that and he did. So you love to see when players clutch up when they're in
Like,
the
clutch up.
yeah.
All right. So Black Bolt, what does he do?
He moves and flips the point. Maybe I mean your option is you go into Ghost Spider with the spender.
I mean,
Or
I don't think
you
I would want to end.
yeah, because then you're closer to
Yeah, within a range 2 jump of Black Cat. But I think it's a rough choice. Either way, see what he decides to do. It's down to the wire here at the end.
the night Gwen Stacy died. Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah. So the one thing with Gwen is that if you kill her, you don't place. Um, and now Black Cat is out of range to leap, and he's out of range to leap. Interesting thing here is that Toast is he's playing. It's a pretty intense game. He did say he has to leave at like 8:30 or something at the latest. So he's really like he's on a clock,
He's
right?
pushing it. He's
He's playing
pushing the
on a
time.
clock, and Tatan is not. So yeah, he's
Well, this is definitely the last turn of the game.
yeah eight. It's so he's saying
I
like
don't foresee
8:30.
this turn taking that long, but we'll see. Depends how much thought they need to put into it.
Yeah. I mean, so hold on, yeah. So if nothing changes, Tatan wins, and if we have a 1 point, like we could see like a hammer drop and not be able to pick up or something, but that seems pretty unlikely. We've got a spender into Gwen. Let's see
Yeah,
if he kills her or if he has to place within one of her for Black Cat to be able to take the hammer from him. He's risking it. He's trying to one-shot Gwen here.
it's not gonna do it.
Oh man, yeah, I was just gonna say, man. Anytime you try to one-shot a character, that's like the out you want to take. It like never works. It's just a bummer for Black Bolt here. Gwen blocks it all. So we've got a crit. We've got a reroll. I mean, a reroll is putting one through on Gwen.
Okay. Oh. He does get the throw.
Yeah.
I believe this will probably be the brace.
Yeah, we're gonna see Brace being burned. Okay, there we go. So he's an okay situation. The problem still, of course, is that Black Cat ignores, like, just completely overrides mission objective.
Yep. Do you think we see a Black Cat place, steal, and then walk to the north point just to keep that hammer safe?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're gonna see here. We're gonna see the steal, and then move away as far as you can. Yeah, that seems like I mean, this is perfect. You're gonna have an extract carrier um, on someone who has low health, is injured, so isn't going to be affecting the board. I wouldn't even put her on a portal because she's already injured. It doesn't do anything good, right? You roll over
True.
injured
Yeah.
characters. So the play is just to move her literally as far away as possible. Yeah. Now you do like basically it's like how greedy do you get with this range one placement? Because it's like what if you miss? Of course, like when you play this game and it's like you need to basically do this perfectly.
Yep.
The reality is you can't, so you overestimate just to be safe.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you're in there.
I mean, what I do too is like I look at the mat and I'm like I visualize like where I need my character to be to
Yep.
on the
Pick a
mat and like in my mind and I'm like, all right, as long as I get there, that's what I
put a
need to
little
do. So there you can
waymarker
see it. You
down.
can see him. He pulled it all the way as far as he could and then is pulling it back. He probably used the mat as a reference. And now he's doing a little bit of tweaking just to make sure. He's realizing I better not throw this. And and he once you remove the tool, there we go. He's locked into place. He's committed to that spot. That's how you do it. You don't want to see a player
Clean.
bring the range 1 tool out to make sure you're in range 1 because and then use the range 2 tool again. Like you don't want any of that. Very clean. I like how he did that all in the proper way. Yeah, yeah. The black bolt debris might have messed up the range of the measuring too, but not for Toast here. And he's gonna get cover too. I mean I like the cover. Cover is reasonable,
Yeah.
but
Well, also that's a spot where Tatan already wants to go to
yeah.
take that
So
point.
maybe you just move maybe north,
Yeah, I think you
towards the
want to
cactus maybe.
force a decision, but the cover is not a bad place to be.
Matt also calls out that spider tracker is online too for her.
That is true.
So this is really good. There's Spider Tracker is online for both ASM and her. So I think we're gonna see whoever. There we go. Yeah. So look at that. Like you love to see when you say this is probably the best thing to do, and then they do it. It's like it's cool to see players play at a high level.
Yep, Toast has definitely got the upper hand in this turn. Losing Sam and Luke early on was definitely rough.
Yeah, the ASM he did what he needed to do. It looks like so. I think whatever direction we see one of these Avengers go, that's what Spider Tracker will be played immediately on that, and that will in all likelihood lock in the game for Toast. Yeah. The problem is going towards ASM to try to like deal with him and take his hammer is that you're then dealing with like 2 extract stealers. So it's really it'd be really
Yeah, you don't
tough.
want to be going that way.
He's he's having to break his mission objective barricade kind of situation here a little bit by not having all 3 in
This
this
is
like
the spider tracker moment of a lifetime right here.
oh yeah, for sure. I'm
Um,
sure Toast does it. Is he plain or buttered? Desert says. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, looks like he's all
plenty
buttered
of
up,
butter,
right, man? Yeah,
absolutely.
he's let's see.
Um,
Spider Tracker.
uh,
He's
Here it
probably look
comes.
his guy can I just can feel that he's ready to
I,
do
I,
it.
I see that hand just
I know, just hovering, hover, he's
as it's
ready.
hovering. I can feel that the angst in that.
Oh yeah. He can see his hand slowly moving towards his cards. All right,
Yeah,
there it
there it
is.
is.
Yeah,
He's
there it
hovering it.
is. Yeah. Spider Tracker. Boom, locked in. Oh man, this is like yeah, this is just pretty clean, right? Because Voodoo now,
Clean. Yeah,
Voodoo, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna move and roll that pay to flip? If he does
he
that,
has to.
Gwen will displace him and then take
Did
the
he
point.
just prop himself where those barrels are to try and wedge himself in? Maybe. No, then she just walks on the other side of it. Yep.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
He
there's.
can. You move. You attack. You pull. You flip. Hold on. I could be wrong. That might not be enough power. So, um, either way, if he does roll in this portal, Gwen just double walks and rolls on the other uncontested portal. So it's like nothing changes. You still have a 3-1 extract lead. Yeah, like there's a like Toast just has to lock this in. I think that he's almost at a point where it's like um it's like you're in the blunder free zone. Like you can't really mess this up unless you like purposely throw the game. Did I get a new mic? No, it's the same mic I've been having the whole time. Why do I
You
sound
sound the
good?
same to me, but
Bring it home, Jeff. Look at that. Mike's rooting for you, Jeff. And it looks like he looks like he's gonna lock it in. We're gonna get a spider player in Top Cut. I don't know how many other ones we have, but But we've got
All
one
right, here he
more.
goes.
Yeah, let's see what he gets. Oh
Oh,
man, there we.
that's so
Oh
rough.
man, it's like very poetic, right? It's bookending this pay to flip with
That one, yeah,
another
that
miss.
singular point right there.
This point, yeah, that one portal is like we've had 4 rolls on it and only one success, one successive. Yeah, so that's wow. Maybe it's the amount of toast we got going on right now. Yeah. I mean, you just double walk Gwen to that portal, right? She's injured. She's just gonna like I don't know. She's not doing anything. She has only 1 power, right? Oh, we're gonna get. All right, we're gonna do an attack into Tony here, looking
I
to
think
just.
Black Bolt takes it.
I don't know. I don't know if it matters, right? I think that Ghost
Well, if
Spider.
he pushes Iron Man out of the mission objective bubble,
Okay,
he's got no one to shoot the token to.
right. That's so I see. That's totally fair.
Well, I guess if he pushes Black Bolt's the same thing. And he could always send um, Miles or Gwen. I mean, not Miles or Spider Woman to the upper and lower spider portals and have no problem.
Yep.
Yep.
There's the bodyguard. No damage. So looking for a the power. Like wonder what he's gonna do with it. He could just yank Black Bolt. I mean, he could even just yank Black Bolt, and it puts Iron Man in a spot where he can get his hammer stolen. Yeah, it seems. I mean, there's 2 options really. It's like yank Iron Man away from your your ASM who is more vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
or you prepare to steal Iron Man's hammer.
I mean, even if Iron Man takes out ASM,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that.
Miles and Spider Woman are right there to make him drop it.
Yeah, we're not. I see. So looking at this turn here, I would have liked to see Gwen double move here. Like she didn't do. I guess she still has another action, but she didn't. Like she could have won a VP for her team, which at this point is like it matter. Maybe it doesn't matter, but like usually it does, right? One VP over a
Yeah.
displacement is like um is
I
probably the
think
better
the
choice, but
idea that he's probably thinking is to drop that hammer off of him with Spider Woman, um, and probably sending Miles south. But it's a VP is a VP.
yeah. Gwen doesn't move, doesn't really matter. She is injured, so she's not gonna like be able to protect that piece at all. So, you know what? I mean, I think at that point with Gwen there, you just probably just do a the spider technique attack and do Black Bolt because then you get to roll 7 dice or something, and
Uh,
then maybe you generate enough power to then pull Iron Man closer to you. Like I don't know if if pulling Iron Man closer to you is the way to go, but I think it is because um, Iron Man can like I don't know. I don't know what Iron Man can do right now, but it's not a lot. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure Tatan is aware of like the problem he's facing here, and that he needs 4 VPs. So Tatan needs 4 VPs to win. So if Toast stops him, he wins.
I So right now, Toast 2 hammers and 3 of the points.
That's
I,
yeah. So oh yeah, right. So he doesn't have. Hold on. We've got two and two hammers. 2 hammers each. We have 2 hammers on each player. So if
and then
Tatan
what about the
wins,
portals?
yeah. So we've got one
Let's
portal
see.
for Tatan, and we have one portal for Tatan. So Tatan needs to. I think he's probably making the right call here by if he double walks and tries to flip a portal. Basically, that seems like the best possible option for him. He's opting for violence into ASM, maybe. Looks like it. We'll see.
So at 3.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't ASM because of the amount of dice. So far, he's dying unless he gets this. I don't think he has range 3. So ASM is going down here.
ASM's going down.
We have, yep, the hammer's going to get dropped.
Is there a witty banter
I
possibly?
think he might be out of range 3, but it looks like there is a reroll happening, so maybe.
Well, I think that's
Yeah,
the
there
witty
is.
banter
You're
they
right.
said.
There is a witty banner. So there's no damage, just a push, a mandatory push. I think that's game.
I think that might just be it.
Like mathematically now, it's
Oh, that's a
that was
tough to try and solve there.
yeah.
Mm.
That's the problem with playing. Like that's like one challenge as a if you play Sam into a team like the Web Warriors is that um, they don't have to kill you to win. Like they don't have to kill you to win. They're trying to make you not use the leadership at all. And and yeah, and now and he only had to use leadership twice. He only got to use leadership twice this whole game, and
That's true.
he had like a
And I
possible
think
9 times to use it.
I would have loved to have seen the first leadership trigger onto Sam to get him outside of 3. But I think at that point you're preserving either Sam's activation or Voodoo's, and they're both good. So
Yeah.
I see the reasoning.
Um, well, they're probably calling it right because that's hold on. We've got 2 hammers and 3 point. Yeah, that's it. This
He's
is
got the
game.
5, but he probably wants to maximize his points.
I think he has to go. I think he has to. Let's see if they adjust the scores. As soon as they start adjusting the scores, we'll jump into their game. But at
Sounds
this
like a plan.
point, he's counting it up right now. Is making sure he's at 16. He has 2 hammers, 3 secures. So he has 5 points. Goes to 16. Tatan
And
is
that's
scoring
3, so good
3.
15.
Goes to 15.
Oh, that's such a close game.
As soon as they put their scores in. All right, let's jump into their chat.
GG. Sounds good.
Hey guys,
Hey,
congratulations to Toast. That was it was a pretty tight game from both of you guys, Tatan and Toast. It was a really awesome game to watch. Uh, we weren't sure who was going to win until this last turn. I think ASM kind of like maybe he did exactly what he needed to do and barely
yeah.
anything more maybe. But I know Toast, you have to go, so I'm just going to ask you what are your thoughts on the game and how do you feel about it?
I knew it was tough going in. I'm normally a defenders player, but I'm playing like a defenders Web Warriors duelist going forward. So I wanted to get like some extra practice with Web Warriors. So I kind of like forced this list while I still can, because I think they usually vote on cuts, whether they're locked lists or not. So I wanted to like kind of force Web Warriors. Plus, I expected the Sam matchup, which I know Web Warriors is pretty good into. So I was a little uncomfortable in the beginning, and I knew it was going to be tough because I mean we're both 4-1, so I knew I was going to go up against a strong opponent. Definitely, it hurt not getting my home point round one
Yeah.
with missing those two and getting the port on both of them was rough. But you know, I just tried to stay in the game as much as possible. I didn't expect him to kind of clamp up on his back point. It makes sense, like when he has the lead like that, but having to kind of move most of my units all the way to his back point just to kind of create some sort of cluster is what I was trying to avoid going into this game, just because it gives him a lot of Sam leadership triggers. Uh, but then the dice just kind of evened out on me, so I just kind of told myself just keep rolling, and things will turn around.
Yeah, that was you having to dive bomb all your characters round two was really interesting. But it yeah, it ended up paying off in the long run. He was unable to roll on the portal because you had three healthy characters on it. So yeah, man, nice job,
Yeah,
well played. And I'm not going to hold you up, so feel free to leave. I know you have to go. If so, congratulations.
I got a couple more minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tatan, what are your thoughts on the game? And congratulations for going 4-2 overall. It's a not very many players can push into the last game here and be in a qualifying match. And I think you played really well overall. What are your thoughts on the game?
First of all, thank you. It's been really hard. I've been studying a lot and trying to do better. My thoughts on the game are I really need more practice into Wood Warriors because with all the nerves and everything, I was like not paying so much attention to Lifesaver and Spider Tracker, and I think that uh, stepping up that things cost me the game because I could have played Black Bolt really better the last turn.
Yeah. Um. Toast. You had the activation with ASM, right, where Luke Cage and Voodoo and Sam were all there. You did a web swing to set up the attack, but you just stayed in your same spot.
Hmm.
Was there any thinking towards getting outside of Luke Cage's taunt ability, or what were you thinking going into that activation?
No. So I actually was comfortable with him um going into Luke like that. I kind of wanted to what I was trying to do was bait out a to lower his power and to just kind of like create this like middle section here where I mean things worked out with Black Cat so I didn't need to, but I was trying to bait out a mission objective earlier. That way when I activated later with Spider Woman I could make them drop without the fear of mission objective. So I just kind of wanted to get Luke off the board. So I went into to Voodoo, but I kind of always knew it was going to go into Luke, and I was okay with that to get the days there. And I was fine placing in front of Luke because I had Sam as a target too, which was another priority for me. Even though he wasn't holding an objective, Sam can do a lot. I mean, he unfortunately Tatan misplayed the last round where he didn't charge with Sam, so he was out of range of my stealth characters for his shield bounce. But that was kind of something that I saw as like, man, if Sam goes in there and gets like four different attacks and spikes, like that could really ruin my whole thing. So I was perfectly fine with dazing Luke and Sam there and letting Voodoo go towards the middle.
Right, right. Okay, yeah, it worked out really well where you like had where you had the ability to win on secures or maybe getting those hammers, and you kind of just like put a lot of pressure on his extract so he couldn't protect his secures. Or he had to protect his extracts with mission objective in the middle of the board, which left his secures undefended. And yeah, so I think yeah, your late game plays on this last round really it just like locked it in for you. So it was really strong. Tatan, I think you had a really strong opening here. I loved the Luke Cage play, protecting both points. Um, we had a situation where I think you probably knew ASM was going to activate last on Toast's side, and which meant that you had Voodoo and Black Bolt that had to go. Basically, one of them had to go before ASM went, and our thinking was that ASM was probably going to go to whatever spot had activated first. And in response, you put Black Bolt and Iron Man on the flank portal, basically body blocking ASM. Was that was that your thinking process there? Like, were you were trying to avoid ASM double walking and just flipping over Iron Man or something like that, or like what was your thinking early on when you had the lead? and you had all of all the web warriors basically having to double walk on round 2.
Yeah, because I had to lead, I knew he would take a lot of walks, so I kind of tried to position myself in a place where I can get free attacks while he moves. That was the thinking behind placing like Iron Man and Black Bolt a little bit more centered within the point. I honestly didn't know if he could make it past my two characters. So more of like body blocking. I was like thinking not to give up the easy roll on the secure so early in the game.
Right. Hypernova, do you have any questions for the players?
Well, I just want to say, that was a very well played game. Absolute joy to watch, gentlemen. Some wholesome MCP, as they say. The only thing that I saw, Tatan, was the your first Sam trigger. Um, what what led you to choose the Voodoo move over the Sam move?
Um, I thought that that I needed to kill Black Cat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of hoping they both died and Blackbot could ruin Black Cat. So it's a sacrifice I intended.
Gotcha.
When he attacked Sam, I didn't even spend for the extra dice. I just let it happen.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, that was a good play. So smart. I definitely always like the way you set up the mission objective bubble. That's always clean. Um, but yeah,
One thing I
both
want to
played really
say
well.
is I think it was round 2 where you just activated Luke and just literally kept him in place was
Yeah,
so smart to me because he was in Heroes for Higher range of like your whole team, and that just made my activation like really difficult. I mean, I ended up starting
thanks.
to just like having to double move my guys anyway, so I wasn't attacking. But that really, like, I was waiting for you to have to like kind of pick a side with Luke, whether you were gonna go like more towards Black Bolt to kind of protect him and Iron Man, or more towards Voodoo. But like keeping him right in the middle and then getting like a pseudo pass out of it was made things really tricky for me.
Yep, that was a baller
Yeah,
move.
thanks.
Yeah, I agree.
I
Like
was being
doing
trying to
nothing with
fun.
your
Yeah,
character, and
it's a
that
very
being
hard
like
thing to do.
probably the best move. It was a good move to identify, and good job on finding it. Yeah, we thought it was a great play when you did that, when you did nothing. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. So thank you very much for letting me stream this game. It was a blast.
Yeah, thanks for
Congratulations to both
streaming.
players for placing very well in the Swiss, and I'm looking forward to streaming your games in the future, hopefully. So thanks very much, and have a great night, guys.
Yeah,
Good luck,
thanks
gentlemen.
for streaming and thanks for putting out the content just for all the other matches. I've been following along whenever I can, usually VODs, but it's really nice to have some matches to watch at night. So I appreciate
Yeah,
you putting in
Proof.
all the work to stream.
Thanks, guys.
Let's go, Lucas.
Catch you guys later.
See ya.